Helo, croeso nôl ato ni I Stadiwm Principality. Am brynhawn o rygbi I ni'n mwynhau. Ni wedi cael 2 rownd derfynol yn barod. Crwydriad Llanelli yn fuddugol yn hwpan adran 1 yn gynharach yn erbyn Glynedd. Wedi mwynhau y gêm honno'n fawr iawn. Oedd hi'n gêm agos iawn. Ac yna I ni newydd weld Bargoed. Wnaethon nhw lorio ystrad Rhondda. Ac boes Bargoed yn dal I grwydro'r cae tu ôl I fi yn amlwg yn mwynhau hunain. Ac fe fydd na dipyn o ddathlu fydden ni'n meddwl yn y clwb heno. Ond wrth gwrs, mae yna 1 gêm I ddod. Rownd derfynol uwch gyngred Cymru. Merthyr yn herio Llandovery.
Yr Indigo Prem yn mis Ebrill.
Gwyn's Caerfyrddin yn erbyn
Glynedd. Glynedd yn erbyn Pontypool.
Wel, yn anffodus, nid dyna be o'ch chi fod I weld, ond alla I weithio chi beth sydd ar fi'n dod fan hyn ar S4C. Ie, Merthyr yn erbyn Llandovery. Rownd derfynol uwch y gyngred Cymru. Dyma I chi gêm anferth. Y 2 dîm wedi bod mor blaen, ond pwy sy'n mynd I fynd â hi y prynhawn ma? O, boes bach, ni wedi cael pnawn prysur iawn, ond mae'r ddoi yn dal I fynd, chwarae teg iddyn nhw. Hyfryd cael eich cwmni chi. Mae'n hyfryd gweld cynifer o bobl yn dal I fod yn y stadiwm hefyd. Ac mae rhywun yn edrych ar y gêm ac yn meddwl, wel, pwy sy'n mynd I fynd â hi? Achos Llandovery, maen nhw'n dîm sydd yn neud yn dda iawn yn yr Indigo Prem ar hyn o bryd. Felly, a nhw sy'n camu'r cae yma heddi, fel y ffefrynnau?
Ie, byddwn ni'n meddwl tawe, gyda'r ffordd maen nhw wedi chwarae tymor hyn. Hyd yn oed bod nhw wedi colli wrth diwetha, fi'n credu o dan nhw 1 llygad ar y gêm heddi, a fi'n credu maen nhw'n mynd I fod yn tîm anodd I feiddi, ond rownd derfynol mae unrhyw beth yn gallu digwydd.
Ti'n cytuno, Siwan?
Ie, fi yn cytuno, ond mae'n Cup Final, so mae gallu unrhyw beth digwydd, ond mae Llandovery wedi bod yn arbennig blwyddyn yma. Maen nhw gyda momentum, dim ond 2 gêm maen nhw wedi colli, so fi'n credu bydd nhw ffefrynnau heno, ac maen nhw'n chwarae dda nag nhw.
Ac wrth gwrs, Steff, o ti'n rhan o'r tîm ni pan nath gas newydd giro Llandovery, felly mae'n bosib, mae tîmau yn ffindo ffordd.
Ydyn, mae nhw, wella mae Casnewydd wedi rhoi wella blueprint I Merthyr ar fel I chwarae yn erbyn Llandovery. A rhaid gweud, roedd Llandovery wedi newid beth I 8 neu 9 chwaraewr am y gêm hyn yn amlwg gyda ffocws ar gêm wrthos hyn. Felly mae'n ddiddorol I weld fel fydd y 2 stael yn gweithio. Yn amddiffynol fi'n credu bydd rhaid I Merthyr arafu cyflymder pêl Llandovery lawr I gystadlu.
Bydd I ddiddorol gweld a byddan nhw'n llwyddo I wneud hynny. Ni gweld Casnewydd fyna'n sgorio. Merthyr, wrth gwrs, yn un o'r tîmau sydd ddim yn mynd I fod yn rhan o gystadleuaeth domestig elite newydd. Bydde ennill cwpan heddi yn dangos I bawb, falle, be maen nhw'n colli pryd o cael Merthyr yn rhan o'r gystadleuaeth yna.
Ie, falle, a bydd nhw moyn prodi pwynt heddi, bydd nhw moyn gorffen yn uchel, so fi'n gwybod beth bydd y dyfodol Merthyr yn edrych fel, blwyddyn nesaf, ddim bod y rhan o'r EDC, so bydd boes na yma heno moyn dod at ei gilydd a gorffen yn uchel ac profi pwynt fel dwedais ti Cas.
Ac o ran Merthyr, dyn nhw'n cael y tymor gorau enw, felly bydden nhw arbennig digon bod nhw yn y rownd derfynol yma, ac fe bydden nhw yn hoffi bod rhywbeth yn mynd mewn i'r cabinet nhw, gobeithio.
Ie, fi'n siŵr bydd nhw, mae wedi bod yn dymor lan y lawr fel wedwch chi. A bydd nhw'n awyddus jyst I ddod mae heddi. Mae'r pwysau gyd ar Llandovery. Maen nhw yw'r ffefrynnau, felly I Merthyr, maen nhw'n gallu mynd mas a chwarae, cystadlu, bod fi'n credu wneud y gêm bach yn niglu mynd I wneud yn anodd I Llandovery, felly bydd yn diddorol iawn I fel pa meddylfryd bydd da nhw.
Wel, Llandovery yw pencampwyr presennol yr Indigo Prem. Maen nhw wedi bod fan hyn yn y rownd derfynol a di ennill yn 2006 a 2017. Felly, siwt maen nhw'n timlo sgwni cyn hon. Ydyn nhw'n mynd I allu efelychu camper gorffennol? Mae Lloyd Lewis wedi bod allan ar barc yr arfe I weld siw mae'r nerf yna.
Reit fi fy mad Euros Evans. Euros, ti oedd prif hyffordd o Llandovery pryd enillwch chi'r gwpan yn 2006. Atgofion Melys?
Ie, yn gwybod tîm special yw'r clwb, ond na ni eto ei ddyn o gobeithio.
Ie, fingers crossed. A sut mae prif hyffordd yn teimlo mewn achlysur fel hyn?
A nerfus, amser un, fi wedi gwneud lot agor, So gobeithio ni wedi paratoi'r criw digon dda i ennill y gêm.
Fi'n siŵr wneud i chi pob lwc, boi. Diolch yn fawr. Diolch Euros. Reit te, tyda fi, ni'n mynd i ffeindio Liris a Johan Hughes gobeithio. Maen nhw'n twymo lan draw fa ma. Ble ma nhw, ble ma nhw? Dyma ni, awn ni i Liris gynta. Lee, ti'n iawn boi? Sori, dar fi. Reit te, sut effaith yw twymo lan ar y 3G ma a wedyn mynd i chwarae ar cae gwair? Ydy'n gwneud gwahaniaeth o gwbl?
Mae'n OK i bod honest. Mae boys yn switcho lan arno nawr, so mae'n just bwysig ni mynd o fan hyn nawr, lan i'r car, just neud beth ni'n gallu. Ie,
ti'n edrych mlaen?
Edrych mlaen, ie, diolch.
Ei, pob lwc boi.
Diolch yn fawr.
Nice one. Reit te, Johan Hughes nesaf, mae fe draw fyna fi ffeindio fe. Diolch boi, wneud job fi'n hawdd. Johan, sut ti'n teimlo bod ti'n iawn?
Yeah, good, edrych mlaen. Last 5 finishing touches i mynd mewn ma, a wedyn mewn i'r stadion wedyn, teimlo'n good.
Ie, wel, oedd un o cyn glwbiau ti, Llanelli Wanderers yn chwarae yn gynt. Ges ti cyfle i gwylio darn o'r gêm?
Do, ie, o'n i gwylio fe ar y bus ar ffordd lan. Neis i weld y boys yn neud yn dda, maen nhw war yn dda, trwy gydol y tymor, so i ennill y cwpan, a mae'n wych i'r boys. Fi wedi gweld cwpl nhw'n dathlu yn y clwb, so good day, ie.
Gobeithio gei di ymuno nhw ar ôl gyda dathliadau dy hun. Mae'r coed i torri lan tipyn bach mewn fyna, llwyth o gemau di chwarae yn ddiweddar. Ydy hwnna'n gwneud effaith mawr ar dy gêm di?
Na, dim llwyth o waniaeth. Mae'r can llydan iawn, so ni moyn lled i'r pêl, wari gyda'r tempo na, so os ni gallu wari gyda'r tempo a gyda'r lled, dylen ni fod yn OK. Fi'n personol, sa'i dy bod arno me, so bydd ddim yn gwneud llwyth o waniaeth, ond just angen addasu pan ni'n nas na.
Wel, pob lwc i ti bwy. Diolch, Hughes. Nice one. Reit te, nawr draw at tîm hyfforddi Llandovery. Mae yna bwy ifanc iawn sy'n rhan huge o paroteiadau. Y tîm, dyma hanes Noah Potter.
So fi sy'n gwneud y dadansoddi Llandovery. Edrych ar perfformiad y chwaraewr, perfformiad y tîm, sut i gwella a beth yn lli wneud yn y gemau nesaf i ddod. Dechreuais i 3 blwyddyn yn ôl, fin i'n 15, ie.
Dechreuodd yn neud tyma bach, a wedi'n wythnos ar ôl ni bach mwy, yn y diwedd oedd y bron yn chan amser. Tegwch i fe, mae'r ansawdd gwaithau o'r safon i chela. So fel mae blwyddyn wedi fynd, y blynydde wedi mynd o amgylch, ni wedi disgwyl arno fe i wneud bach mwy a mwy, a nawr mae'n rhan bwysig iawn o chwyddiant ni yma.
Weithiau fi'n cydbwysau na, rai weithiau saian, really. Yn galed, yn job llawn, really. Dim lot o pobl yn gwneud e'n part-time. Match days pwysig, sa'n credu fyddai'n gwneud lot o gwaith ysgol, ond fyddai'n gwneud gwaith ysgol ar ôl y big matches i ddod. Wel, rhaid tro fi'n mynd i stadiwm y blwyddyn. 2 wythnos yn ôl, o'n i'n gyda'r ysgol, mae sgwenraeth, a wnaethon ni ennill cwpon ysgolion Cymru.
Proud iawn i weld Noah ware yn stadiwm Principality. Capten ar y diwrnod a mynd â nhw mas, cael gêm dechrau. Wedi gwneud lot o gwaith ffordd flaen llaw yn dadansoddi i ysgol ysbradau.
A lan profiad fendigedig. A gobeithio yn gallu gwneud yr un peth y tro yma gyda'r porthman.
Popeth mae fe'n wneud, mae'n manwl iawn. Mae'n rhoi gwybodaeth i fi ac i'r tîm ar dan o fel stwff bersonol i fi fel cico, beth mae maswyr eraill yn licio wneud. So mae'n lot o gwybodaeth, bydd ti ddim yn cael fel arfer.
Mae wythnos arferol yn eitha brysur. Ti'n dechrau syth ar ôl y gêm dydd Sadwrn, rhoi fideo at ei gilydd a wedyn dechrau ar y gwrthwynebwyr y wythnos ar ôl. A wedyn bydd eisiau cael pethau'n barod i'r hyfforddwyr, i'r chwaraewyr a wneud yn siŵr bod popeth yn barod ar gyfer yr wythnos nesaf.
Ni'n gwneud gwaith gytre bob gêm, so mae rhaid i Noah paratoi popeth.
Just be aware of them defensively.
So gwaith mae Noah wedi wneud, bydd ni'n disgwyl mewn i beth maen nhw'n trial wneud, o beth maen nhw'n disgwyl nhw'n wneud dros y gemau diwetha, a gobeithio bydd rhaid creu manteision fach i ni ar y penwythnos bydd yn gallu ogen i ennill y gêm.
Bydd Merthyr yn dod o lot i ni. Maen nhw wedi, ball and play wedi bod yn uchel dros y 5 gwyl diwetha maen nhw wedi ware. So bydd nhw'n ymosod yn galed a bydd nhw'n bendant yn dod o popeth sydd gyda nhw arni.
Ie, mae cymaint o bobl o fewn y clwb sy'n mor bwysig ac yn rhan o'r llwyddiant. Mae Lloyd di gwibio draw, ddim hyd yn oed mas o bwff, ware teg iddo fe. Lloyd, ni'n gweud fan hyn bod Llandovery yn mynd i fod yn dîm anodd iawn i'w curo, ond Casnewydd, dy dîm di wneud e chydig yn ôl, chydig wythnos yn ôl. Beth yw'r gyfrinach te, gweithio ni?
Wel, Casnewydd yn tîm da.
Oh, come on!
I fod yn onest, mae Llandovery wrth gwrs nhw ar big y tabl am reswm, maen nhw'n ffantastig. Fi'n teimlo fel, wel, mae'n ffaith bod y tîm nhw wedi newid chydig ers y gêm ni, fi'n meddwl yn bendant oedd un llygad ar y gêm heddiw ma, sy'n digon teg. Ond, gyda'r cae fel ma fe, fel wedodd Iws, oedd e mor llydan, a mae hyn yn perffaith am y sail mae'r Llandovery am chwarae, felly fi'n gweld job eitha anodd i Merthyr heno.
Ti'n meddwl bod e'n mynd i fod yn eitha anodd, ond mae Merthyr yn dîm sydd wedi cael llwyddiant fan hyn yn y gorffennol mewn rownd derfynol.
Ie, maen nhw'n gwybod sut i perfformio yn finals na gynnu, ac maen nhw wedi cael llwyddiant dros y blynyddoedd, felly bydd y boys na heno, maen nhw gyda'r blaenwyr sy'n ffisegol iawn, a bydd nhw moyn rhoi stamp ar y gêm heno, bydd nhw trio arafu gêm Llandovery lawr heno, fi'n credu.
O'n i'n sôn bod nhw wedi cael llwyddiant fan hyn o'r blaen 6 blynedd yn ôl, yn 2018, ac oedd hi'n dipyn o gêm bryd hynny. A wnaethon nhw ddathlu yn do, mae'n siŵr dy fi Merthyr, nhw oedd un o gewri'r gêm ar y pryd. Craig Lock oedd y capten pryd hynny, a mae Lauren di bod i gael gair gyda fe.
Well, for some, today is about experiencing a cup final here at the Principality for the first time. For others, like Craig Lock, it's about repeating past successes. You last lifted the cup in 2018, a special week that, and well, at one point you didn't think you would make it.
No, that's right. My son was born, I think it was 2 weeks early, so that happened to be on that week, and I think I ran out as mascot then, but now 6 years on, I got 2 kids, and hopefully they can appreciate it a bit more now that George is 6 now, instead of, well, he will be 6 in April instead of being a newborn.
And you, along with David Lockyer, who is your best man, this will be your 8th cup final, which is quite something. Do they get any easier?
No, so it's just trying to explain to the boys. I'll treat this if it's my first or my last, and they're all special occasions, but to win it is more special. So I'm not sure the win-lose ratio, but our whole intentions today as a squad and as a team and for Merthyr is to win. There's no other option, really.
Yeah, we'll bring the coach in, Ian Evans. You've had some special days here with Wales. What would it mean to you to lift a cup as coach with your club?
Oh, I think it'd be, really a really good part of the game, really, for us. It's been a topsy-turvy season, but it'd be nice to finish this off with a victory.
And what areas have you targeted? When it comes to Llandovery, they're flying high, aren't they, in the cup and the league? How do you go about trying to beat them this afternoon?
Well, they're a very good attacking team, there's no doubt about that, but for us, I think we'll just focus on ourselves and just make sure we bring our game, and like you say, it's cup rugby, it's not a league game, is it?
Boys, go well. Good luck. Your kids are here watching, I expect so.
Yeah, they are, the 2 of them, so yeah, my missus out there, I'm glad I'm in there without them, to be honest.
Enjoy it. Thanks, guys.
Rhai o gymeriadau Merthyr fyna, a maen nhw'n gwybod yn iawn pa mor bwysig yw'r pac na maen nhw wedi wario yna. Mae hwnna'n un ardal lle mae Merthyr yn mynd i chwilio i gael goruchafiaeth heddi.
Ie, bydd fe, a maen nhw gyda profiad fyna hefyd, 8 cup finals maen nhw wedi chwarae mewn ddo, a gweld y blaenwyr yn mynd trwy ddo, llawer o gwaith galed fan hyn, ymosod off y line yn y drive-in maul, ac maen nhw'n patient hefyd fan hyn, ac maen nhw'n mynd drosto, a dyna ble, falle bydden nhw'n gallu cael fach o llwyddiant heno yn erbyn Llandovery, a wedyn torri yn y canol y ca, a y supporti ar dwy ochr y chwaraewyr yn arbennig, ac mae blaenwyr yn gweithio galed iawn fan hyn.
Maen nhw yn gryf iawn a mor gorfforol yn yr elfen yma o'r gêm. Reit, mae dy fi gwiz bach i bawb fan hyn yn y stiwdio i chi gytre hefyd. Pa seren o'r byd chwaraeon nath sgorio fan hyn yn y rownd derfynol yn 2012? Rwy'n yn gwybod? Dwi'n yn chwarae rygbi ragor. Na, oce, gobeithio bod chi gytre yn gwybod, wel na'r ateb i chi, yr Iceman, Gerwyn Price.
Gerwyn Price yn mynd am y gornel. Oh, mae'n un y cynnal.
Prif ddigwyddiad y dydd, rownd derfynol cwpan uwch adran Cymru.
Perfformiad perffaith gan Merthyr. Llandovery yn slick, yn wych, yn wefreiddiol. Mae Llandovery wedi bod yn arbennig heno yma am perfformiad.
Dyma ni mynd te, rownd derfynol cwpan uwch gyngred Cymru. Pwy sy'n mynd i fynd â hi? English language commentary available on the red button with Phil Steele and Siwan Lillycrap on yn Gymraeg. Rodri Gomer, Steph Hughes a Lloyd Lewis.
Thanks very much, Catherine. Welcome back to English language red button commentary as two teams enter the field for this final game of the men's road to Principality. The 2 days of club finals. And there's Craig Lock, remarkable man there, 36-year-old, playing in his 8th WRU Cup Final. A great servant to Merthyr, great servant to Pontypridd as well over the years. And won here as a captain of Merthyr in 2018 when they did the double. Also played when they lost to Cardiff as well in 2019, so he's no stranger to this stadium. And there's the Merthyr side. Paddy McBride skippering alongside Craig Lock in the second row. Denan Gaines in the back row. There's a very experienced half-back partnership, Josh Lewis and Jane Stones. And plenty of pace in the back row, the back three as well. Llandovery, well, they're chasing a Cup and League double. Already assured of a playoff place in the Premiership. Adam Warren, 1 cap, the only international on the field. There's our referee, Mr. Tom Spurrier. Llandovery in the red and white hoops, playing from left to right. Merthyr in all white, and I'm delighted to say I'm joined by former Wales women's captain, Siwan Lillycrap. How are you looking forward to this one?
I'm really looking forward to this one, Phil. Llandovery have had a great season and they are Merthyr. Not the best season by their standards, but we're looking to come away with something this evening.
Knock-on advantage. Llandovery have a knock-on advantage to play here.
Advantage over.
Just looking for Abraham. Just forced into touch though. Big game for Merthyr because they're not going to qualify for the top 4. They're not going to be in that Elite Premier League next season. So this is a bit of a last hurrah for them, isn't it? At the top table, really.
Yeah, it really is. And sometimes, Phil, that makes a bit of a dangerous squad. You know, there's going to be a lot of passion, determination out there this evening for this Merthyr squad, and they'll be wanting to leave a stamp and leave a legacy because it's uncertain over what their season looks like next year.
Just hold in front,
Stones
hold,
away
hold.
to Josh Lewis.
Fine.
Really experienced half-back partnership that for Merthyr. Josh Lewis, formerly of the Scarlets, the Dragons and Bath. And James Soanes, very experienced Premiership player, 32. And the Llandovery half-back partnership is not bad either. Johan Hughes, 106 points this season, and Lee Rees, the Sevens legend. One of 5 players, Lee Rees, in this Llandovery side that, or in this Llandovery squad that won in 2016.
Tackle release.
Some consenting adult stuff just going on in the back row between Callum Lewis and of Merthyr and one of the Llandovery players. All Llandovery at the moment. Away from Lee Rees, nice quick ball for the Drovers. And it's still all Llandovery at the moment. Adam Warren looking for an outside break. Lovely continuity from the Drovers. That's Rodri Jones, one of the 5 in the squad, who won in 2016.
Good work. First man turnover.
And the first penalty of the game goes to Merthyr on the turnover.
First man turnover.
That was a lively 3 minutes, Phil. 3 minutes of ball in play to start the game, and Llandovery going through the phases. But credit to Merthyr's defence there, Phil. Llandovery really struggled to make any line break or get into that 22. And then turnover for the Merthyr side.
It's a chance for Josh Lewis to get Merthyr into the Llandovery half for just about the first time in the match.
Line is yours, lads, okay?
You've seen the other finals, Siwan, that took place today. What were your thoughts on the other games we've seen first?
Yeah, well, good match, isn't it? Dominant second game there for the cup final. But what an opportunity for all these teams to play in the home of Welsh Rugby here in the Principality Stadium. And no matter what the score, what a special opportunity for those players and their families, Phil.
It is, isn't it? It's fabulous. I mean, the Welsh Rugby Union do get criticised a lot, sometimes justifiably so, but this is one thing they do really well for the club game, the road to Principality.
Front man, play on. Out you go.
This is where Merthyr are dangerous, isn't it? Penalty advantage now. Solid driving maul from the physical, impactful forward pack of Merthyr.
And then we've got a collapse here. We've still got a maul, you can't collapse.
And a chance for Josh Lewis.
Side entry.
Yeah, not the start maybe we were expecting. But from that turnover, Merthyr's defence really organised, and Llandovery struggled to get anywhere, and 2 penalties on the bounce now. You see the driving maul. Merthyr patient, organised. Can't see who that was. I think it was Berwyn Watkins for Llandovery who just collapsed that maul, brought it down.
So Merthyr, with their first excursion up towards the 22, have got a chance to go 3-0 up.
3.
Yeah, interesting one this, Phil. I would have thought potentially, given their dominance, we've seen their driving maul throughout the season, and that's where they've got a lot of change. Where have they gone to corner? But want to get on the scoreboard early, but it's still a big kick.
The roof's closed, so there's no breeze. He hits the post as Josh Lewis. Still might be useful though for Merthyr.
Thank you, you two.
Llandovery did well to escape. That often causes panic in a defence. One off the post. They're still not out of the woods though, the Drovers. Cian Abraham.
Use it! Make sure we're back foot.
And Lee Rees. Quite fine catch. Soames. Callum Lewis is the carrier. Lewis, the young prop.
No, he's cleared out, no clear left.
Better possession and continuity for Merthyr now.
You've got to stay up.
Yeah, he's
You've got to
straight
stay
off
up,
his
you're
feet
always
there.
going down. It's your penalty. 5,
Anna
not
Gaines, that is, wearing number 20. Ex-Newport and Dragons player, Wales under-20s international as well.
Merthyr moving the ball well, going through the phases, their forwards carrying in the middle of the park.
Right on the edge.
Really bringing those
Just take the edge.
big
Take
forwards
the edge
into the game.
Thank you.
And they're looking dangerous on the edge there. You see it. Looks like he might have a little bit of a of a trip there. The lock, Paddy McBride, straight off his feet. Easy escape there for Llandovery.
Good ball off the top as well for the Drovers. Over the halfway line they go. Hint of something on that left.
Thank you.
Barry and Watkins getting no change for the Merthyr reception committee, which includes Craig Locke.
Release one.
It's the 10-metre line of Merthyr.
Thank you.
And that's lovely and quick for Reese to get his backs moving.
Get him out. What's your name?
And the pitch, although it may look a little bit brownish, it's very firm, so it's top of the ground stuff both sides will be able to play should they wish, and Llandovery showing just how at the moment. But the pitch is in excellent condition considering the amount of rugby it's had on it, Siwan.
Yeah, it's been a few weeks, isn't it, of games from road to Principality, and 3 games yesterday, 3 games today, so you know, it's looking very good condition considering. And it's, as you say, Phil, it's really hard out there. Both teams looking to move the ball to edge stuff at the moment. Ball in play has been high. Not much kicking happening.
Yeah, it was interesting. We were watching the first game of the Division 1 Cup, and how tired the players were getting towards the end. You know, the ball in play time was a lot there as well. And for Division 1 players, probably something they weren't used to playing every week.
Yeah, and it's deceiving actually, Phil, how big this pitch is, how wide it is. You know, it's bigger than your average pitch that you play on every Saturday. And therefore, obviously, the kicking game also changes with the size of the ground and the stadium here. So it's and obviously everyone wants to put on a show on Cup Final day. So everyone's moving ball a lot, keeping ball in play.
And it's pretty even at the moment.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
In this one.
Time back on. Taking out the 9.
No score with 10 minutes gone. And, Johan Hughes is going to put a little banana job into the corner.
Use the edge for me.
Maybe that's a bit of a difference in intent. Merthyr going for post, trying to get the scoreboard going. Llandovery kick into corner. They're confident, feel like they can get a try here.
Taylor Davis, a man with professional experience at the Dragons and the Scarlets, finds his man.
Don't lift the leg.
There's not much oomph in that Llandovery maul as yet.
Nice, great defence by Merthyr. Well read, good body position. Really hard for Llandovery to get that moving forward there.
And Merthyr playing a knock-on advantage. Rodri Jones taking it up.
Advantage over.
Johan Hughes, Josh Lewis rather, kicks downtown. Abraham out to Harry Dole. Now he's got wheels with Harry Dole. Lovely pass inside from the fullback. It's just forced out though on the far side. But
thank you. We're not going quick. There's
Harry
way too many
Dole
players
had
here
experience
already.
at Worcester Warriors, of course.
Yeah, it's great play by Harry Dole.
I can't see that when that's in the
Good
middle.
pass
I'm keeping
to
an eye
begin
over.
with. Back to himself, give that
Unless that's
offload.
clear, I can't. You know, if I can't see it,
Lots of space
it's in the middle,
those
so I
wide
keep an eye.
channels. Takes the space, look at him, checks him, and then in the contact gets to the edge. But that's great defence by Merthyr, tracking across field.
Fine by me.
I think it was the fullback, Morgan McLean.
Ball's available. Ball's available. Play.
Well, it's mostly Llandovery who are getting the quick possession anyway in this opening 15 minutes. Lovely little dink through. This could be useful. Well covered.
Not on board for me. Thank you, now you two.
And Soames will try and find a safe exit, will he? Yes, he does, over the shoulder.
Yeah, there's a nice little option there by the outside half. I think it was Johan Hughes. Puts the kick in. Well covered by Merthyr as well. Difficult one to cover off there.
Yeah, with this like firm surface, the bounce could be sometimes a little bit erratic.
Yeah, definitely with a firm surface, you know it could kick up either way, and the length in which it kicks up as well varies. So grubber options are not bad attacking options.
Balls here.
Llandovery getting a plethora of possession at the moment. That's the 22 of Merthyr. And it's nice and quick again.
It's your own player.
Reese.
It's your own player's leg.
Hughes, what's he spotted on that left-hand side? Dole is in the line again.
No, 13! He's got to roll first. You've got advantage if you want it now.
There is a penalty advantage coming for the Drovers. Out of the cat flap from Lee Reese.
No advantage.
Conjurer's hands, but we'll come back for the advantage and the penalty anyway.
13 onto the ball. Levin's got a roll, he's allowed 13 onto the ball to jack up.
This early stage,
Levin's got to roll quicker to allow you on the jackal.
Siwan, that Llandovery are quite content to put it through the hands.
Yeah, they're happy with ball in hand on there. They're happy going through the phases. Their composure, multi-phase, putting pressure on, but impressively been impressed with Merthyr's defence so far. You know, they look comfortable. They're filling the field. The edge players, the wingers, look comfortable on that edge. Their connections are good. Llandovery be hoping to come away with something now. They've been pressing for some time in this Merthyr 22, and their line out doesn't go to plan, and that's maybe a target area for this Merthyr side today.
Yeah. Doesn't go to plan. That was a very nice way of saying a complete Horlicks, I think, wasn't it, over the top? I'm not sure what they had in mind there, Llandovery.
It's trying to be polite, I think, Phil.
Nice chance for Merthyr to exit.
And good turnover.
Josh Lewis with his trusty right boot. That's a decent touch finder as well from the fly half.
It's a very good touch finder. To get up to halfway is not an easy task from where they were. So they'll be pleased to relieve that pressure they've been on.
Burgled in the line out by the Drovers though. And possibly something here for Cian Abraham. And possibly options left as well for now for the Drovers.
No hands white.
The 10-metre line of Merthyr. Hughes, and it's an interception. This could be the first try. He's away against the run of the play. And what a score for Merthyr. And I think it's Morgan Meeklim. What a try, completely against the run of play, Siwan.
Yeah, it was a great read, wasn't it? Llandovery have been going through all the phases, but it was a great read.
Cole Swannock, in fact, it was the try scorer. As you were saying, great read.
Yeah, outstanding. You know, Llandovery are going through the phases here. He stays high, he's watching ball. He gets on the inside of that receiver. And it's an outstanding take by Swannock. And maybe not the start Llandovery were expecting after the dominance this year so far.
There's only one winner there because he's a Commonwealth Games Sevens player. Morgan Swanach played in Coventry in the last Commonwealth Games for Wales. And that certainly will stir Llandovery into perhaps believing they can't just throw it around willy-nilly, as Josh Lewis adds the extras.
And that's the important thing, isn't it, Phil? You've got to stick to game plan, really. You know, you've got to respect this Merthyr side playing. Sometimes in that middle third can be dangerous. Defences can get up.
I love the way he was looking up at the screen at himself. Did you see that? Did you notice that?
Just wanted to make sure he was on screen. The camera was on him, and he spotted it.
Knock-on advantage.
As we so often see, the team that's just scored spill the ball on the restart.
He is fine on his feet. We'll come back and knock-on advantage.
Have got an immediate chance now to exert some more pressure.
Unfortunately, I'm not sure if we got a nasty injury there.
Okay, we've got TMO checking everything in the background. Time's off.
Yeah, I can't quite see who it is.
Definitely got a knock-on, just a knock-on advantage.
I didn't quite see what happened or who it is, Phil, but don't think they're very happy on the floor. Late shot.
Craig Locke on Chris Long.
Looks a little bit high. Oh, shoulder to head.
Yeah, he could be in trouble here, Craig Locke. We do have a TMO in this final. Something that doesn't happen regularly in the Premiership season.
Yeah, I think he could be in a bit of trouble here. It's definitely high. It's a touch late, Phil. It is difficult on that late, you know, you're committed to that tackle, but the height of that's the dangerous bit.
The TMO is Ian Davis. It was Craig Locke's error, first of all, wasn't it? Maybe he thought he ought to make up for it a bit. Yeah, it was late as well, wasn't it? Surprising how late it was, actually.
Yeah, it is late. You know, the ball's gone there. He's just watching player. It's direct contact with the neck, maybe head. Be interesting to hear what the referees are thinking here. It's really tough, isn't it? Cup final, no one to see anyone carded, but you know, it is a bit reckless.
We did have a red in the championship final, a Bargoed player.
So for me, though, guys, we've got head contact, we have got foul play, but for me, the contact is first with the shoulder, then he goes to the head. Is anybody seeing anything different? So for that, I'm a yellow. Ian?
Yeah, that's fine.
Anything to disagree there?
No, nothing.
No. Yellow card.
Here we are, yellow.
The shoulder, you hit the shoulder first, then you've gone through.
Kieran, about fair? Or is he lucky?
I think he's lucky there, Phil. I will be completely honest. It looks high to me. I don't see clear shoulder contact first. It wasn't high on the head. I think maybe neck and up, but you know, another day that would have been a red. So it is really difficult, and I understand the process the referees are going through. It looks like it's on his neck, stroke side of his head to me. So I think Merthyr will be pleased with that outcome.
And the net result is Llandovery have got this 5 metre line out, and Taylor Davis is in steerage class at the back as the caveman stuff comes on. A couple of backs in there as well, helping out. One more roll will do it for Llandovery, and then over. And you could perm any one of 8 there, but it's probably Taylor Davis we'll see coming up with the ball. There he is. And a perfectly executed line-out catch and drive.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have their tails up now, aren't they, Llandovery? It's a great driving maul, good execution, good patience in the maul, found the edge towards the sticks and took that try very well. The hooker looks pleased. Here it is, all tight, all as one, all in sync. That's really important. Found that edge. And then over Taylor Davis goes.
Been a big weapon for Llandovery this season. And another score for Taylor Davis, 17 this season. Johan Hughes has the extras.
Yeah, they'll be pleased to get on the scoreboard now. Probably not the start they expected, but they're pleased to be on the scoreboard. Driving maul functioning well. After the last line-out they had in that zone, didn't quite go to plan, but definitely executed that one.
There he is, Taylor Davis, as I said, experience with the Dragons and the Scarlets. There's the naughty chair.
10, let's go, please.
Other comparison insurance websites are available.
Inside.
Exit good for the Drovers again.
It's a great kick.
Edge.
Really, really good kick. Good exit.
The edge is you, okay?
Out to their 22. Into Merthyr's half. It's a good kick.
Johan Hughes, that conversion of the Taylor Davis try took him to 108 points for the season, the 26-year-old.
More.
Callum Lewis in the cab for Merthyr.
That's once.
Into the second quarter, and it's all square in the Premiership final.
Just hold in
James
front.
Soanes
Hold on.
takes the aerial route. A little bit far, although the Merthyr chase is good.
Clearly 10 hands still on that.
Oh, great hands. Really, really good hands on the edge.
10-metre line of Llandovery. We will come back for the penalty though.
Merthyr definitely trying to slow Llandovery's ball down.
No release.
But not releasing there. You see Llandovery getting frustrated, but that's definitely something they want to put into play here. They know Llandovery have deadly backs, really like to move the ball, so if they can slow that ball down to fill their defensive line, that's an advantage to Merthyr. So it's really prominent in the start of this game. Merthyr definitely trying to slow this Llandovery ball right down.
And you think that'll be the template for the game, Siwan? Backs against the tighter stuff?
Yeah,
for
definitely.
Merthyr?
I think so. I think Merthyr will try and suffocate them in that tight area, slow their ball down, not allow them to play fast. That works in Merthyr's advantage. Llandovery like to move the ball. And some danger men out there.
The man in the headband there, number 4, is the captain of Llandovery, Jack Jones. Played for 3 Premiership clubs, Swansea, Llanelli and Aberavon. Played a bit in Rovigo as well, and both his father and his grandfather played in Welsh RUGBY Cup Finals. His grandfather, of course, the legendary Brian Thomas, the former Neath in Wales second row, who played in the very first Cup Final in 1972 when Neath beat Llanelli. And his father also played the Cup Final for Neath in 96. Robin Jones, that was, you might remember. That was when Neath lost to Pontypridd.
Okay.
There's Josh Lewis down at the moment.
Just hold him a minute, Jace, 2 seconds. Time back on.
Yes, man!
Merthyr make it up to the halfway line.
Let's use it then, please, Nigel. No. Use it! Thank you.
Zone's taking advantage of the caterpillar. The trusty right boot. It's quite a useful kick actually from Soames. It caused a little bit of consternation in the Drovers' backfield, and they've managed to regain the possession as well. Kick through from Josh Lewis again. Merthyr get the penalty.
Yeah, worked out well in the end, didn't it? Clever kick actually, Phil, in between the backfield and the defensive line. Llandovery full-back had a lot of work to do. Worked out in the end for Merthyr. They haven't had much territory and possession in this game.
That's where he was.
Not rolling away, slowing the quick ball down. Got to get out to there faster.
7.
So here's Josh Lewis. Lots of professional experience, the 32-year-old.
Yeah, it's interesting. Are they going for points again, Phil? Want to take the opportunities when they've got them to get on the scoreboard.
Give a fair old thump, and straight through as well. Sounded right and looked right, and it was right.
Yeah, good kick. Merthyr now ahead, 10-7. Looking at the statistics, you wouldn't think that with how much territory and possession Llandovery have had. They've been dominating down in the Merthyr half this game, but an intercept now and a penalty. Merthyr find themselves ahead with 14 players. They'll be pleased with the scoreline as it stands.
And just giving a little bit of bird to the crowd as well, Josh Lewis.
Taken down by White. Just hold. Use it.
Soames again, just a bit of a free ball though for Llandovery. Harry Dole makes it up to the halfway line. Another Merthyr reception committee. Paddy McBride, the captain that time.
Take him back into the half.
And this time, Johan Hughes puts up the Hail Mary. Well taken by Morgan Meekland though.
Playing it with his boot backwards, play on. Ball is out.
Can Dudley get it back?
He is holding him in. 7 is holding him in, play on.
Rees chips it off to Stuart Worrell. That's quick again from Rees. Good hands as well to Taylor Davis from Johan Hughes.
Turnover, play on.
That's a great turnover. Really good work, good speed over the ball.
Thank you.
And there's one for the St. Fragans Museum. A spiral punt out of defence from Josh Lewis.
Well cleared of the lines there though. Good spiral punt.
There's the line, is you okay?
Here's the turnover. There he is over the ball. He's strong.
Time off.
See, I'm old enough to remember when the spiral punt wasn't even called a spiral punt, it was called a screw kick. And then it became the spiral punt, and now it's you very rarely see it. Why is that, Johan?
I think accuracy's with it, Phil. I think that's different. I'm not a kicking expert, but you know, if you catch it wrong, the spiral punt, then you know it's less accurate than what we see end over end or a different type of kick. So, but that one was pretty accurate there, and they had good meterage up the field and cleared the lines pretty successfully. But it all started with the turnover from the centre. Morgan, speed over the ball, good jackal position. Again, Merthyr, hungry in defence, working really hard when the pressure's on in the 22.
I must say, for a former back row forward, that was a pretty good explanation of kicking there, Stuart. Well done.
Thank you. You gave me a lesson earlier, Phil.
Taylor Davis for Llandovery, trying to make it up to the 10-metre mark. Little dink and dare from Johan Hughes. Didn't quite work. That's a terrific relieving kick as well.
Yeah, that was a good kick battle, wasn't it? Nice stuff, crossfield kick. Almost on the end of it. Llandovery winger. But what an exit kick then, with pressure on.
Yeah, Adam Hoskins it was. And Merthyr boy. One of about 3 or 4 local boys in the in this Merthyr 23. Always nice to see at Premiership level players playing for their hometown club.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really nice. You know, it makes the community come alive, doesn't it? When there's boys, girls, or whatever community they're in, come through the club, through the pathways, and local people playing for their clubs. It's really nice to see. I think Merthyr have done their homework on Llandovery's line out, put pressure on it there, which forced the knot straight. We've seen Newport put pressure on Llandovery's line out and got high reward from it. So Merthyr following suit today.
Set.
Now we haven't seen many scrums so far, and this will be.
We've got complete instability.
A pretty big battle.
Let's just come out of that. Okay.
Yeah, we haven't seen many scrums, Phil, and it's 30 minutes in. I'm actually.
And we both need to stay square.
Thinking in my head, is this our first scrum we've seen?
I was hedging my bets there, but then we haven't seen many. I think it is the first.
Yeah, and we're 30 minutes in. That just shows the skill level and how both teams have looked after the ball in the first 30 minutes of this game.
Crouch.
Don't often see that, Phil.
Now, this Merthyr scrum has long been a weapon for several teams. We won't see the scrum either. We'll get a free kick for pushing too soon.
Free kick.
Although they might take a reset.
Okay, scrum option taken. We need to just hold that weight back. For me, it was you leaning forward. Okay.
The front rowers are probably relieved to have a bit of a scrum, actually, because ball in play's been high.
Yeah, the Llandovery front row in particular. We've got Jamie Hughes on the loose head, Berrien Watkins on the tight. Over 300 appearances between them for the Drovers. So lots of experience. And a much younger Merthyr front row, Callum Lewis.
Right, quick reset. Let's go.
Ellis Shippen.
We're going to go in the gap. We're going to get on the outside. Quick reset. Let's go.
Yeah, a huge amount of experience in that.
We're going to get in the gap.
Llandovery front
We're
row.
Come on the outside of him, okay? None of this head rubbing nonsense.
Referee trying to get control of it here. We've just spoken about how much high ball in play we've had, and now we've spent 2-3 minutes on the scrum. We're jinxing it.
Bind.
I believe it's called the commentator's curse, Ewan.
Set.
Yeah.
Keep the height, keep the height.
Well, that looks a pretty level scrum. Soanes finds Morgan Sianowski, a converted back rower, so he's got plenty of power.
Knock on advantage. Advantage over. Just hold in front, just hold. And moves on. Just hold.
Here we go with the kicking battle.
Knock on advantage.
Well taken.
Knock on by 10 as he's hit the ground.
Just Johan Hughes
just
spilling the ball as he hit the deck.
scrum, wide ball.
Let's go!
Yeah, we're seeing some kip battles out there now.
It'll come on after the replay, I'm not
Good
sure.
chase. Does well to regather the ball, but Llandovery player.
Please, lads, okay? Same again.
Yes, he did, yeah. Spilled it.
As he hit the deck,
Not for me.
the Merthyr 9
Left, Captain, okay?
was on him.
And Johan Hughes, of course, is the brother of S4C's Steph Hughes, who you've heard throughout the afternoon. Dragons captain, Steph.
Crouch!
Right, another scrum. The last one was
Bind!
pretty even and solid for both sides. Llandovery just seemed to having the shunt on at that one. Merthyr, though, it doesn't faze them. Meekland, that's a brilliant pass, and here's the second try for Merthyr, and it's going to be Lloyd Rowlands. That was brilliant behind the scrum. Conjurer's hands from the Merthyr three-quarters, and what a score for Lloyd Rowlands.
That was an outstanding try, Phil. Back in the gas on the edge. Does exceptionally well for the support play, inside and out.
It was into the
At full tilt. It was pretty exceptional. See them play on the back here, get into the wide channels. Sees the defender's hips are slightly turned, takes the gap, but they offload in the contact, and then the inside ball. It was a great try and great play by Merthyr. But what an offload there. And inside ball, the support play is so important. And the winger, Lloyd Rowlands, takes that very well.
Yeah, Lloyd Rowlands and Adam Hoskins, the two wings in concert. Real Chuckle Brothers stuff, that.
Yeah, really good stuff. And when you've got gas on the edge there, Phil, it's dangerous. It's hard to defend.
Josh Lewis just wide, and we've got at the pitch side with Lauren Jenkins. She's got company.
Diolch Rod, fi misg dathliadau Merthyr yma ar y fain gyda Ethan Lloyd. A mae'n teimlo fel bod chi'n cymryd pob cyfle sy'n dod atoch chi ar y funud?
Ie, ni wedi dechrau neud y cryf. Ni wedi delio gyda beth nhw wedi taflu at ni a cymryd pob cyfle ni wedi cael, so ie, dechrau da.
A teimlo fel bod chi wedi ymdopi'n dda gyda'r adeg, gyda'r cyfnod na heb Craig Lock o ystyried pa mor bwysig, pa mor ddylanwadol yw e fel chwaraewr profiadol i chi?
Ie, credu fy ni'n ennill pan oedd Craig yn dod bant, so i cael 3 pwynt wedyn pan oedd yn bant yn dda i'r boys i ymdopi gyda beth nhw wedi rhoi taflu at ni eto.
A ti di ennill y cwpan fan hyn gyda Chydydd. Unwaith ti'n cael blas o rhywbeth fel la, ti'n fwy awyddus i ail gyflawni'r llwyddiant?
Ie, bendant. Mae'n diwrnod gwych i bod yn onest, chwarae yn y final. Peth mae pob chwaraewr yn edrych at pob blwyddyn nhw'r cwp fi credu. So ie, mae'n diwrnod gwych i bod yn rhan o, a yn amlwg ennill yn peth dda hefyd.
They stayed square for me. Just went in and backwards, so 8 side entry.
That was Ethan Lloyd, replacement, being interviewed before he gets on. We don't mess about on S4C.
Yeah, he was just saying, Phil, that how he's, playing in the Principality Stadium and Cup Finals, how exciting that is, and he looked forward to the occasion. Doesn't get better, does it, for any player to play in the home of Welsh Rugby?
Yeah, and even though a lot of these players, well, we said earlier, Craig Lock, his 8th appearance in a final, which is a record. Even players like Craig Lock, they've done it before, but it's still a big occasion every time in here.
Oh, it's magical, isn't it? Not many people can say they played here once, never mind 8 times, and for his club, So that's a hell of a record, and
arms are going,
that might be really hard to beat, actually, Phil.
Yeah, players for Llanelli in the 80s, people like Phil Davis.
Thank you.
Rupert
Knock on off 8.
They'd be up there, but that is the record, 8.
Red ball.
For Craig Lock. Not that it did him any good earlier. He had 10 minutes on the bin. He's back on now. But a great character, Craig Lock. One of the all-time greats, I would say, of the Premiership, since 2003. He's been a fabulous servant for Merthyr and Pontypridd.
Yeah, huge servant, and people like that in the game that served that for that long amongst clubs, and 8 finals is some record. So how many games he's played in the Premiership is phenomenal. There's a lot of dedication and hard work, that is, Phil.
Something on his right-hand side for Abraham, maybe, if he can chase his own kick. Morgan Sinowski was back for Merthyr, did really well to scamper back there, the centre. And a chance for Soames to clear his lines. And away come Merthyr again. Josh Lewis's kick downtown.
Look, yours. Hold it.
Side entry. Flowing ball down to that
Beautiful hands from Llandovery up to the 10-metre line. Little kick through. Sianowski's back there for Merthyr, and he's got not much option. Maybe he thought he might have been better putting it off there. Although his forwards around him and he should be able to secure it.
No, he's lost it. Just a knock-on advantage. Just a scrum.
And Merthyr have got an advantage, but they'll be quite happy to play the clock down, you would think, here. Morgan Meeklem plays emergency scrum half. In comes the exit. So perhaps one more chance for Llandovery. Here's that initial attack. And good covering again by Sianowski. Last chance at Llandovery. Round the blind side they go. Half a minute of the first half. Oh, lovely hands from Taylor Davis into Jack Jones, the skipper. And he's not on his Jack Jones either. He's got support, and now Llandovery might have something on this right-hand side. Another clutcher of a tackle. That time by Sianowski. The Merthyr tackling has been pretty ferocious in this first half. Leary's. On a chance for Cian Abraham, just taken out at the flag. Terrific defence again by the Iron Men. And there's the half-time whistle. And although it was a very even first half, Llandovery played most of the football. Merthyr, 2 tries to 1, go in with the lead at the break, 15-7.
Wel, Llandovery oedd y ffefrynnau yn dod mewn I hon, ond Merthyr sydd wedi cael y gorau o'r hanner cyntaf yna, a drychodd ar eu hael gais nhw, yr olwyr yn mwynhau hunain, pasio pert a Lloyd Rowland yn tirio. Cais y diwrnod hyd yn hyn o bosib? Mae'n agos, mae'n gystadleuol, a Merthyr ar y blaen o 15 I 7. O, di wir, mae e'n mwynhau hunain, mae Merthyr yn mwynhau hunain, ond mae rai dweud Llandovery oedd yn cael y gorau o'r meddiant, y tiriogaeth I ddechrau, ond rhyngipiad bach hyfryd gan rhywun ti'n nabod yn dda iawn o dydyddiau 7 bob ochr. Di Cole Swanwick, mae'n dipyn o gais, mae'n rhedeg hyd y ca bron a bod.
Ie, o'n i'n dweud ar coms, mae deallgwriaeth fe o'r gêm yn anhygoel. A o'n i'n dweud hefyd, falle, ni'n adnabod Llandovery'n chwarae ar flow-in rygbi ma, pert, ond weithiau fel fyna falle gor chwarae a fel wedys I job gwych gan Cole Swanwick I darllen hwnna a digon o cyflymder I gorffen o off felly chwarae teg iddo fo.
A Merthyr yn gyfforddus ar y blaen diolch i'r cais yma ag yn erbyn llif y chwarae fel o'n i'n gweud. Ond be ddigwyddodd wedyn oedd bod un o'i chwaraewyr dylanwadol tu hwnt nhw, Craig Lock, mae wedi bod o gwmpas am flynydde maith yn do. Gath ei gerdyn melyn, nawr te, y ddadl, a di hwn yn gerdyn coch neu yn gerdyn melyn, Siwan?
Wel, o'n i ddim wedi gweld ar y dechrau, ond pan o'n i'n gwylio fe'r nôl, fi'n credu mae'n gerdyn coch, mae'n ysgwydd I pen yn fy marn I, ac mae'n hwyr hefyd, ond wedyn mae'n mynd eto, yn y ffes nesaf, a fod yn uchel eto, so am fy marn I, fel letter y lo, fi'n credu mae'n gerdyn coch.
A dyna'r peth iddo fe, yn ôl y gyfraith, mae yn gerdyn coch, ond be o'ch chi'n gweud yn y tîm yn y pwynt sylwebu oedd, wel, o bosib, dyw'r dyfarnwr ddim eisiau dinistrio rownd derfynol.
Ie, nes I gofyn I Steff, mae da fe lot mwy o brofiad na fi, a o'n i'n dweud yr un peth. Ife, os oedd hyn jyst yn gêm ar dydd Sadwrn yn y Prem, fi'n meddwl cardyn coch, falle bydd o'n i'n clywed y refs yn siarad a'i gilydd yn analysu fe, beth ni'n mynd I wneud. A ref yn gofyn melyn a oedd neb yn dweud unrhyw beth oedd e fath o on the edge fath o beth, felly fi'n meddwl mae hwnna yn ffactor, ti'n meddwl?
Ie, oedd ei ar, so nhw ddim wedi really dod nôl at y fer, ond jyst dweud, ond fi'n dweud y tîm cytuno, nhw ddim wedi deud llawer, so fi'n credu oedd bach o dawt gyda tri o nhw hefyd, ond fi'n credu oedd e'n cerdyn coch ac mae hwnna'n anodd.
Felly, fe sgoriodd Llandovery, oedd hi'n agos iawn, Craig Lock oedd ar y ca, ond Merthyr wedyn yn dod nôl gyda chais gwych. Mae werth gweld eto, yn diwedd Lloyd. Fydde ti wrth y fodd yn sgorio hwn?
Chwarae teg I Merthyr, cyn y gêm, dyma'r cais, a fi ddim eisiau cymharu nhw I Llandovery, mae hwnna, fi ddim eisiau tynnu nhw beth I ffwrdd o nhw. Ond dyma'r fath o ceisio, mae Llandovery yn fel arfer sgorio, a mae hyn yn anhygoel, chwarae teg, syth off y cae ymarfer, adnabod falle o'r 30 munud gyntaf lle falle ma gwagle, a dadlwytho anhygoel fyna, a wedyn y pas yn ôl ti fel, mae hwnna'n textbook a pob cwrdd I Merthyr, mae nhw yn bendant heiddiannol I fod ar y flaen ar ôl y hanner gyntaf.
Fe fydd gymaint o hyder gyda nhw nawr yn fydd na a sgwni beth sy'n cael ei weid yn y stafelloedd newid na. Beth yw'r negeseuon yn dod allan o stafell newid Llandovery sgwni? Wel, mae yna ail hanner a hanner I ddod fydde rhywun yn dychmygu. Dewch nôl ato ni wedi'r egwyl. Wel, drychwch ar y cefnogwyr. Y mwynhau hunain fan hyn yn Stadiwm Principality. Mae'n helpu heidi selfie bach yn diwe. Maen nhw'n mwynhau hunain mas draw pa mlai a Merthyr sy'n mwynhau hunain fwyaf achos ar hyn o bryd ar y blaen o 15-7. A mae rai dweud Josh Lewis, y maswr, yn atal cais reit ar ddiwedd yr hanner cyntaf yna. Pa mor bwysig allai'r tacl yma fod?
Mae hwnna'n huge, yn enwedig nawr gweld fe eto, y ffordd nath e, mae'n hawdd hwnna i brathu arno Aaron Warren, a wedyn mae'n rydyn, ond mae di commito Aaron Warren a wedyn symud off. Mae fe'n cael gêm absolutely anhygwch, felly, wel, dwi'n dysgu mlaen i gweld mwy ohono fe yn y hanner nesaf.
Ie, fi yn wir. Tîm yn ôl i'r pwynt sylwebu, os allai di ffindo dy ffordd. Cer ymuno gyda Steph Hughes ar Hodri Gomer. English language commentary available as well on the red button for you.
Thanks, Kat. There's Craig Locke.
Let's go. Set, lads.
This is a very tense second 40 minutes we're in for. You can just feel it in the crowd. 15-7, Merthyr lead.
Use it!
It was a fascinating battle in that first half between the ball playing of Llandovery and the more forward orientated and defensive approach of Merthyr. Although having said that, the Ironmen scored, well, one breakaway try and one beautifully crafted score as well. Lloyd Rowlands with that one. Soames. Taken by his opposite number, Lee Rees. Stuart Worrell goes to ground. Harry Dole breaks the first tackle and Dole's away over the halfway line. He's got support as well, the fullback. Lovely pass from Dole out of the Cat Cup, just couldn't get the final pass to hand, but a beautiful scintillating break by Harry Dole, the young fullback. And the Llandovery bench at least feels they should have scored there. But that's what these Llandovery backs are capable of, and Harry Dole in particular. There he is. A step that could have outfoxed MI5, and then all about the support. Well, he had the support from Lee Rees, and then just the conjurer's hands of Lee Rees not quite finding the support.
Yeah, time's off.
But a real warning to Merthyr there, what Llandovery can do. And as Morgan Sejanowski
I have had time off.
recovers from a bit of treatment. And it remains 15-7.
You're on the edge. Step up. Okay, time back off.
It was Dole's break. He found the support, but it was just the last pass. Llandovery, though, still in Merthyr territory. And here's a breakaway from the maul. But is Rees got there? Oh, Taylor Davis, the second for Taylor Davis, is it? Referees awarding it. And Llandovery strike back. A second for the hooker, Taylor Davis.
That's a great finish, Phil. He knew where the line was. It was a good reach. Second try for Taylor Davis.
Well, he's been a real poacher for the Drovers this season, and you can see why.
And that reach at the end.
Yeah, knew exactly where the line was, didn't he?
Yeah, and he's dynamic, isn't he, Phil? He's powerful and dynamic hooker. He's got the Merthyr prop hanging off him there. Rhys Lewis. But he was determined, and a good finish, good reach, good control of the ball to take the 5 points there.
And Johan Hughes now to try and square it all up. No problem from the fly half, from the touchline. And it's all square. No, it's not. What am I saying?
Just a point in it.
Point in it.
Yeah, just a point in it. Close game. Got a game in our hands. Merthyr looking dangerous. Come alive they have for this cup final. Llandovery going through the phases, but struggled to take their opportunities really, Phil, in that first half.
So it's a 1-point game. And just a reminder, as it is so close, at the end of the game it goes on, at the end of 80 minutes it goes on team with the most tries, and if that's level, team with the most converted tries, if the scores are level. If that's all level, it goes to extra time, and the same tries, converted tries and tries apply, and if not, at the end of extra time, the teams will share the trophy for 6 months, and it looks like it is going to be a close one.
Have you seen it go that far before, Phil?
Yeah, I've seen extra time, yeah. I've seen it, remember 1980, Bridgend beat Swansea on try count. A try by the late Frankham Owen over in the corner in the old Arms Park, that was, and I think it was 12 all or 14 all, Bridgend won on the, scoring the only try.
Advantage is over. Advantage is clearly over.
Merthyr defending well today, Phil. Been impressed with Merthyr's defence, to be fair to them.
Yeah, well drilled, aren't they?
Let's go, please. Lads, we're not going to huddle. Let's go, we're not going to huddle.
Very well drilled, putting some good collisions in there. Hungry, hunting, watching the ball, disrupting Llandovery.
Let's go. More!
With a line out, ship shape, literally. Ellis Ship throwing in.
How'd you go then, 5?
And now joining in steerage class in the maul.
5 out now.
And Merthyr will be quite happy doing this. That's a pretty good
Taken
maul.
down by you. Taken down by 8 to White.
That's
Taken
made about
down
20
by
metres.
Taken down by you.
They need to get it back.
Sorry, I thought it was stuck. It's clearly
Just,
taken down by your captain.
Not able to keep control at the very end.
Turnover ball. Scrum.
Yeah, look patient, look dominant, in control.
No, they haven't.
And the referee clearly saying, taken down by Merthyr, not illegally by Llandovery there. And then lost the ball. Here it is, patient. Yeah, you see there. The Merthyr second row and hooker, Ellis Ship and Paddy McBride lost control of their feet and take it to the floor. That happens sometimes if you have that much momentum and there's nothing to really push against. You know, when you're going backwards, losing your control of your feet, and then the whole maul collapses, and that's what we've seen then.
Interesting, as a penalty gives, goes to Llandovery. Interested to see the look on Berry and Watkins' face as he kicked that ball away. The big tight head, as if to say, oh, if you hadn't have blown up there, ref, I'd have gone the length.
I would have gone the left, and I nailed a 50-22. Yeah. I did hear the ref apologise to him. The prop just loving his moment to be able to put the ball to his boot. Not often you get that chance as a front row forward.
Slow and Hughes. Taylor Davis, a brace of tries for the hooker. Getting his darts right in the lineup as well. Over the halfway line go the Drovers. That's a lovely clean break as well by Joe Powell, the number 8 for Llandovery. Quick ball will be handy for the Drovers. There must be something on that right-hand side, surely. The Barnes-Wallace pass eventually picked up. But just the delay meant that Merthyr were able to set, but they've got the penalty anyway, Llandovery.
I've got to stand somewhere, and that is the gap that I want to go in. Okay.
Terrific break by Joe Powell.
Tackle off the ball, number 20.
Yeah, outstanding break by Joe Powell. It's dynamic, isn't he? He's looking for support.
Lads, the line is yours, okay? Don't come off it. Take a step for me.
Llandovery
Lads, the
decision
mark
here
is here, so we have to stay
to
10
take
from
the
here.
points. Here he goes. Spots the gaps, times his run around the corner really effectively. Looks for the fend, no one quite on his shoulder. But what a break. Llandovery speed of ball then. It's outstanding, but unfortunately ball doesn't go to hand. Bit of a bounce pass. And a no arms tackle. And the penalty. But they'll be pleased, Llandovery, with the start of the second half, Phil, how they've come out and imposed themselves on this game.
Let's go to Lauren with some company pitch side.
Nôl gyda Joe Rogers ar yr ystlys. Ewch chi ar ei hôl i yn mynd mewn ar yr egwyl. Be oedd y neges, Joe?
Wel, i cadw wneud beth ni'n neud. Ni'n gwybod bod pa mor dda ni fel tîm, ni wedi bod lan yn erbyn Merthyr sawl waith, ni'n gwybod beth maen nhw'n dod â, mae'n mater o no panic, just cadw at y game plan, ond mae fe'n brwydr a hanner Lauren,
Dim o hanner. Taylor Davis yn allweddol unwaith eto. 2 gais sydd y fe. Un o prif sgoriwr y gyngred. Pa mor allweddol mae fe wedi bod trwy gydol y tymor?
Mae Taylor wedi bod arbennig ers i fe dod mewn. Oedd e ware i Scarlett a'r dreigiau, dod lawr ato ni. Boi Llanelli na, mae fe'n boi hyfryd, ond mae fe'n gallu ffindio'r cais na ar brig y tabl dyn ni ar un o bryd. So mae'r asgellwyr weddol flin dy fe.
A Lloyd Lewis fyd sy'n yn misg brif sgorwyr y gyngred. Ond ni'n gyfarwydd y siarad gyda ti yn yr Indigo Prem. Dwi'n teimlo lot fwy o densiwn, lot fwy o nerves. Maen nhw'n amlwg, nid jyst gyda ti, ond yn ymysg yr eilyddion fyd.
Bendant, fi'n teimlo hynod o sic yn gwylio'r gêm, fi jyst moyn ei benni. Ond na, mae fe, pham chi ware agos tiron fel un i fe i ware ar y llwyfan mwyaf, na'r nyrfau'n peth ar yn credu.
2 bwynt yn ni, Joe, diolch am damser.
He was just saying, Phil, how he feels sick on the sideline with his nerves. How do the players feel? He just wants the game to end now, I think, now that they're 2 points up. But he said, what a battle it is out there. What a game we've got on our hands for a cup final. And that's definitely what it is. And rewarding the try scorer, the winger.
Let me give your front man the mark and then.
For Llandovery, saying how well they're playing.
He's a great character, is Joe Rogers. He's a great servant of Llandovery. He's a great ambassador for rugby in West Wales generally.
Just got one.
For club rugby in particular.
Tom, I'm being told it should
he
be
does
3.
a great job as
Llandovery
team manager.
Okay, he's gone off the other side.
So he's
gone off the other side, so play on.
Leah Green, is it on for Berry and Watkins, I think?
Time back on then, lads,
yes,
in we
Leah
go.
Green, 110th appearance today for the Drovers. It's Leah Green. And there's Big Berry and we'll come back for the scrum. We've still not seen any scrum dominance from either side. It'll be interesting to see whether in the last 25 minutes or so, Siwan, whether one side gets the upper hand and the effect that has on the game.
Absolutely. You know, it could play a big part in a game that's this tight. Set piece becomes your bread and butter. You know, it's a way you can maybe get a foothold in the game and change a referee's perspective. So it'd be really interesting to see what happens at scrum time here.
Crouch.
Tough place to defend from here, from Merthyr, middle of the field, dead in centre of field scrum. Attacking options both sides.
Channel 1 ball for the Drovers. Johan Hughes kicks downtown. And that's a pretty good gain of ground as well for Llandovery. Morgan Meekland did the right thing, just shepherding it over the touchline. So they will get the line out.
We're not going quick. That's where you are. Thank you.
Yes,
Let's go then, lads. In we go.
I think Llandovery player was thinking he was going to go into touch sooner. Llandovery in a good position here, even though they're defending, to put pressure on Merthyr.
I've got backwards on the arm. I've got backwards on the arm.
Counter-ruck. Smelling the line here, they are.
Don't take him out now, don't take him out.
Yeah, it's a bit messy on Merthyr's part, but they do secure it.
No, 2! Thank you.
And Josh Lewis with no other option there, so it's an attacking line out for Llandovery.
On your arm.
Yes, Llandovery will be happy with that outcome.
Nothing more.
Pressure from the kick. Pressure at the last line out. Pressure at the breakdown. Pressure on the exit. Means they've got a 10 metre, a line out 10 metres from Merthyr's try line. There's a bit of a stop in play with an injury.
It's Ellis Shipp, Wales under 20 international a few seasons back.
Oh, yes, please, thank you. 2, we okay? Thank you.
And the Indigo Premiership continues through April. There we are on S4C.
Yeah.
Quins against Ebervale, Ebervale against Pontypool, big Gwent derby that one, and then Llandovery against Bridgend. All coming up on S4C Click as the season builds to a climax. We'll have the semi-final and the final as well for you.
Sideways once.
Well, this is the Cup Final, the Premier Cup Final, and this is Llandovery in possession. Taylor Davis with 2 tries in his bin already. A little wraparound move with the Owen Hughes. Rees. Timely penalty for Merthyr.
Yeah, a bit of relief there. Blocking. Two of the players running the line. The outside player was just blocking the defender. Yeah, we see it now, come around the corner, 2 of them running the line, and therefore the Merthyr player couldn't make that tackle. A lucky escape for Merthyr. Llandovery pressing.
7, lads.
Probably
7.
been majority of territory and possession in Llandovery's favour so far this second half.
Cian Evans is on, wearing number 6 for Merthyr,
Let's take a step off, use the edge
replacing Jack Perkins.
Okay, time back on. Here we go then, Merthyr, thank you.
There's Eros Evans, the Llandovery coach. The 10-metre line of Merthyr, that is, as Ellis Shipp takes a few hard yards.
Use it!
Soames taking his time. Chase is good. Jack Jones on the far side. Merthyr penalty.
Knock on. Player in front. Knock on.
I didn't see what happened there, but it seems the ref saying knock on. The player was in front of the knock on and played the ball from an offside position.
Now, interesting that Merthyr are not going for the 3 points. They fancy their line-out drive.
Yeah, changing tactic again.
Yeah, to be fair,
It's getting a bit tasty out there, isn't it now? Cup final. Grit, determination, frustration.
That's Ian Evans, former Wales and Lions lock, head coach of Merthyr. Yanto, as he's known, another great character of the game.
At the front. Okay, lost now, Reg. Ball's available.
Soames.
There's a clear
Double
arm
pod.
speed.
Paddy McBride in the van. Now Craig Locke. Quick for Soames. Sianowski. Lost though, but illegally so, and this is a dead-eye chance now for Merthyr to get back into the lead.
Post. No release.
No release. The ref saying there, penalty for Merthyr in front of the sticks. Like you said, Phil, an opportunity to get ahead again in this game.
But it's nip and tuck, isn't it? It's going to go all the way. You can just feel it, can't you?
You can feel it, you know, it's one end to the other. Llandovery going through the phases, but then Merthyr getting a foothold in the game, getting some territory and possession. But I'm not sure anyone expected it to be this tight based on Merthyr's season this year, Phil, and Llandovery's season. You know, Llandovery have only lost 2 games all year. They've been dominant, they've been exceptional in the league, and Merthyr have had a bit of a different year to what they're used to and struggled with some consistency and beating those teams at the top they've struggled with since the beginning of the season. But today, they come alive when it matters, eh? And taking opportunities when they're available.
Yeah, played 21-11, Merthyr, 7th. Llandovery played 21-1-19. And they're in that top 4, in the top 2. Top 2 get a home draw, of course, in the semi-finals.
No, thank you.
But they're leading here by a point, Merthyr.
Use it now, 9.
Stones. Got by Harry Dole.
Knocked on.
It's about the only mistake he's made this afternoon so far. Oh, in fact, it wasn't Harry Dole. I think it was one of the forwards.
Okay, time off.
Well, let's go to Lauren at pitch side again.
Llandovery wedi llwyddo I gerbwlch Ethan a mynd ar y blaen ers yr eigol, ond be oedd yn neges gan Ian ar tîm hyfforddi?
Fi nhw eitha fapus gyda beth ni'n neud hanner cyntaf, sy'n credu jyst mynd nôl i hwnna. Trio chwarae lawr ochr nhw. Trio cael ffwrdd o ochr ni, ac dyna ble nhw'n dda, pan nhw'n cael penalties a drive nhw'n dda. So os ni aros o'n anor nhw gyda bach o pêl, wedyn ni gael chwarae gêm ni wedyn.
Pwynt sydd ynddi, be mae'r nerfau fel ar y funud ar y fain? Be ti'n meddwl fydd y gwahaniaeth yn y gêm yma?
Ie, eitha nerfus. Mae'n trio jyst gadw yn agos, mor hir o'n i gallu, a wedyn mae'n ffainal unrhyw beth gallu digwydd. So, jyst trio cadw mewn y gêm, a wedyn 10 munud olaf mwy pwysig wedyn.
Fi'n gwybod bod ti'n gofio mynd i dwymo lan, so na i adael I ti fynd. Diolch yn fawr.
Just saying there's a point in it there, and the important thing for Merthyr is, you know, they stay in the game. And then the last 10 minutes, anything can happen in a cup final. So obviously that's what they've spoken about at half-time. Just stay in the game, boys, stay close to them. And then last 10 minutes, anything can happen.
Well, they wouldn't have wanted that to have happened, though. A bit of a loose pass from one of the try scorers.
Line is you, lads, okay? Thank you.
Yeah, it's easy possession back, that, isn't it?
Yeah, Cole Swannock's rather optimistic pass, shall we say. We played an hour, we're into the final quarter in the Premiership Cup Final, and it's a one-score game. Conjurer's hands from Lee Rees again, but I don't think the supporting players were expecting it.
Thank you, I can see.
I think it was a pre-called move there.
It is off. Time off.
With a 9 on a scoot and a cap flap back inside.
10.
But it was congested in that area.
I know, but you've got to give me 2
I love
seconds
your
to actually talk.
use of onomatopoeia there, a scoot, a lovely word to describe a scrum half.
I know.
I'll make a note of that, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, scrum half just is getting on his bike a little bit, coming round, trying to drag that A-B defender out to create that gap in and around that breakdown, Phil. You know, because the roll's there, you know, you watch 9, but as you coach 8, you don't go until the ball's gone.
Chris Long off. Nathan Hart on. Former Llanelli and Swansea player.
Yeah, a big servant to Llanelli actually, Phil, wasn't he? Played many games, many seasons down in Llanelli, Nathan Marks.
Yeah, he did. 34 now. A great servant of club rugby. Air of sevens again. Scrum goes down.
You need to get squarer to start with. And we need to improve our height.
There's Merthyr Ultras.
Quick reset.
If the score stays like this, Phil, I think Merthyr might be bouncing tonight.
Always a good night in Merthyr on a Sunday, isn't it?
I've never been, Phil.
So my old mate Peter Morgan, former Merthyr and Ebervale prop, always tells me a good night every night in Merthyr.
Bind!
No matter what day of the week it is.
But I think you were saying before the kick-off that this would be one in the eye for the rest of the teams if Merthyr, who are not going to be in that new league,
just hold in front,
were able to pull off a cup win.
You're on, thank you.
Yeah, it's dangerous, isn't it? A team that almost futures a little bit uncertain on the new league. What type of fight they can put up? You know, odds would be against Merthyr this evening, but they've taken opportunities when they're available to them, and these boys are definitely up for today.
Morgan Meekland, that could be useful.
No, play on, put it down somewhere. Tackle!
Lovely hands for Harry Dole inside, and we've seen about 4 or 5 cat flap passes this game. And that one not quite going to hand. They're great when they come off, aren't they?
Time off.
They are great when they come off, but also it's just giving possession back in. Lucky the defence, the transition in defence then from the Llandovery side was good. I managed to take them into touch, but great hands from the Llandovery boys on the edge there. The transfer of the ball was really quick.
That's him. Okay, time back on.
And Harry Dole showing his pace on the edge.
It's big Dave Whiting on. Ex-Ebervale prop. And played in for Worcester RFC, that's the amateur Worcester team, not the Warriors. Merthyr win a penalty.
Tackle is made here, you've clearly called forward twice.
Yeah, Tyler Davis there crawling forward on the floor. Can't do that. Once you tackle, you've got one movement to place the ball back. You can't commando crawl or keep going on the floor once you're off your feet, Phil.
And that's a useful touch finder from Josh Lewis.
Red one.
If you're a Merthyr fan, then 17 minutes ago, when do you start? I know it's only a 1-point game, but when do you start looking at the clock? If you're a Merthyr coach, when do you start looking at the clock?
I think they're already looking at the clock. I think they're like, how long's left? We're 1 point up. How long's left? Can it be full time now? You know, you can sense the tension out there now as well on the field. Both sides knowing it's a 1 point game. You see Hannah Jones there, Wales women's captain on the screen. Her fiance, Dino, has just got on the field.
Yeah, Dino Della Valle, Italy under-20s cap. Merthyr come again.
That's a great tip.
Still driving into the 22. Looking for the converted try that would give them a 2-score lead. Cole Swannock, he got one in the first half. Remember the interception. Craig Locke still charging away. Always a key player, Locke, as Merthyr try and keep the pressure on. Llandovery's first up defence, though, is good.
No, he's not on ball, no. No, release, no. There's just one ball on, hand on top.
Stones to Dave Whiting. And that's against the windscreen at the moment, though, for Merthyr, against this Llandovery defence. Swannock. Adam Hoskins. Nice cut-out pass. Merthyr go into the 22. So it must be Swanak. Llandovery got the penalty they needed though.
Thank you. Time is off.
One of the Merthyr boys down on the far
I can
side.
easily walk him 10. Time is off.
Not sure what
I think
happened
that's
there.
more serious than it looks, so we'll wait for that.
Craig Lock's not happy about something, but he did come off his feet there, didn't he? When he hit the breakdown.
If it's clear, if there's a clear punch, then we will see it, okay? Thank you.
Good refereeing there by Tom Spurrier, just being firm but fair with Craig Lock.
Yes. For me, you just had one hand on top of the ball. It's not a clear
He's just
left.
being clear if there's something there. TMO in the background looking at replays. If there's clear hit there, they'll look at it, but he's not happy.
It's all right, thank you.
And there's a nasty injury, I believe, for this Merthyr player. Hopefully he's okay.
And we're looking at the referee at the moment rather than the injury, because the injury looks as if it could be quite serious. There are, you can't see it on screen, but there are about 5 or 6, there we are, 5 or 6 people in attendance there, medical people, stretcher coming on as well. Just saying about Hannah Jones there though, Siwan, big game for Wales coming up next week. Italy, one they would want to win.
Yeah, Ireland next
Ireland
weekend.
rather, yeah.
Italy's the final game here actually in Principality.
Can we just find out who
Phil,
captain is for White as well?
next weekend they've got Ireland in, Ireland away.
14 lads.
Ireland have had a better start than last year, and Wales be looking to get their first win of the tournament after that defeat against Scotland and England just last weekend. But it's definitely a winnable game, and one they'll absolutely be targeting, and one they absolutely are capable of winning. So looking forward to watching the girls next weekend play Ireland.
And of course more women's finals to come here, and girls finals to come here.
Yeah, and more women's finals come into the Principality that final weekend of the championship as well. So looking forward to seeing all the community, the women's community stuff come to life in a couple of weeks' time here.
And the line is yours, Mike. Line is yours.
Well, after all that, it was good to see Paddy McBride up and walking off. There he is, the skipper. Callum Bradbury, the former Wales under-20s international, is on for him. 14 minutes to go. Yeah, of course, the last time Wales were out in Dublin, they won. I actually covered that game for Radio Wales. I think you were skipper, weren't you?
Yeah, 2 years ago, was it, Phil?
Yeah, 2 years ago. Terrific afternoon that was.
Yeah, so that was our first win of the championship 2 years ago, first win in a while. And the girls have definitely been on a positive pathway since that turning point moment, actually, out in Ireland 2 years ago. So I'm looking forward to seeing them get back out there and hopefully get what they deserve on from this tournament and get their first win under their belt.
So the clock ticks down. Merthyr have got another penalty, chance to drive play down into Llandovery territory. Josh Lewis nursing his forwards.
Just where you are, that's good, thank you. Let's go, Merthyr.
Having a committee meeting.
Let's go, come on.
Unsurprisingly, and being told to get on with it.
Yeah, they purposely trying to slow this down, Phil. I'd imagine so, 1 point up. And actually, the last 10 minutes have been pretty funny, hasn't it? We haven't seen much action from Llandovery because it's been Merthyr. But they'll be happy with having the 1 point lead.
Ball, past the mark.
This is what Merthyr have loved to do over the last 10 years or so. They're driving more. It's been a real weapon for them, and they'll be quite happy to put it up the jumper
8-side entry
and up the string vest for the last 10 minutes.
Lads, don't get involved, leave them to it. Come away from me.
Of course, Craig Lock is involved in that.
Just here, Jace. Just here, 8-side entry.
Merthyr penalty.
8-side entry.
Driving more looks deadly for them. Really tapped into that this evening.
Going down the line, they know a converted try will take them into 2 scores territory and eat up the clock as well.
Yeah, and he's put a good kick in, 6-7 metres out from the try line. Driving more, like we said. It's been a weapon this evening. Be interesting to see what Llandovery do here. They'll probably stay down.
Big line out. First part goes correct. Well, commentator's cursed, it doesn't.
Blocking. Back lifter, you heard the referee clearly say there. Back lifter, clearly stepping in front. So blocking the defender in that driving maul to be able to stop it. See if we can see it here. He steps in front. Stops Llandovery from being able to get to the jumper.
Ball.
Line out taken safely by Llandovery.
20 out.
And he's got a bit of momentum as well. Reese comes to the blind side.
No, you pulled out.
Stuart Worrell, the flanker. That's the halfway line. Dave Whiting in with the tackle for Merthyr.
Just time, lads.
Inside pass up a little bit forward. Still the Merthyr defence is equal as we come into the final 10 minutes of the 2023-24 Premiership Cup Final. Lee Rees sniping. Dole just couldn't get his, but he did get the pass in the end. Little chip as well, and here's Llandovery almost up the line. Now was that high? Lee Rees, penalty advantage is coming, says the referee. 5 metres short. Plenty of space out on this left-hand side. It's acres of space. Another advantage coming, and it could well be a yellow.
You've got a choice of penalty. Okay? So it's either a no roll here or a high tackle on the 5. Here. No roll into the ninth path, exactly the same as their 10. We're not on a. If we carry on, then.
No yellow.
No, thank you, 9.
Quite legitimate to ask the question. You've been a captain.
I think so.
That's
Captain.
a sensible thing to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Even if you're just planting it in the referee's mind, isn't it? Great chip and chase here.
It's irrelevant.
Really good pickup. That's definitely high. And then a double penalty on the bounce. And that's what Jack is asking.
Yeah, Max Page, the youngster it was. 21. 19 years of age.
Time off a minute. Time off. I know. Who's captain? Come here. Captain, come here.
Oh, you can sense it.
Thank
now.
you. I don't need your opinion.
Tension.
I do not need your opinion. If that continues, players are going to leave the field. It's simple as that, okay? Next players that shout at me, we'll be going. We're going. Penalty is here. Nothing more. Thank you.
Referee.
No messing there.
No messing, Phil. Trying to get control of the game, isn't it? They're watching. They're watching the phases of play back on the big screen. And Merthyr shouting. There's a foot in touch there. Llandovery shouting. That's a high tackle. Isn't that a card?
That's number 1.
So.
And the net result is the lead changes hands again. Llandovery go into the lead.
You can sense the tension and what it means to both sides here. It's a 2-point game. And everyone's clutching at straws.
Less than 8 minutes to go. That's Jack Jones, the captain. Can he be the third Llandovery skipper to lift this famous trophy?
No, he's a lifter. Play on.
Now it's Llandovery's turn to adopt the kicking game. Not a great pass to Swanak. Llandovery have got it back, as they know. Bit of a comedy of errors all round.
Yeah, a few errors there. Like a hot potato, the ball's bouncing everywhere, not sure who had control of it. I think it's going to be one of those last 8 minutes, Phil.
Lads, 13, time off. 13.
That's what Cup Final rugby's about, isn't it?
Just here.
Feeling the tension now.
That's where I am, yeah.
On comes Rhys Davids, another local Merthyr boy. Paul Swanak. Scored the first try of the game. Swanak, the interception early on. Two vociferous sets of supporters.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Play away then, please. Now we're just going sideways.
Good drive by Llandovery.
Gone up and sideways, nothing more.
And that'll kill a few
Gone up
more
and sideways, that's all right.
seconds for them.
Nobody's got clear dominance. We've gone up and sideways. Same scrum. Yeah, sure. They're both as bad as each other. That's why we've gone that way.
Yeah, Llandovery getting a bit of a shove there.
Yeah, they look like they have the shove. It looks like Merthyr pops up to me. Phil.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Play away, please.
Llandovery beat Cardiff in 2007. That was just by 2 points. Oh, it could be more than 2 points here. It's just Lee Rees away. Can he put the icing on the cake? Did he ground it? Well, this is going to be the big moment of the match.
Happy about grounding. Okay, thank you.
There he is, Lee Rees, the sevens expert.
I haven't got a grounding either, but we need to check that. So TMO,
Yes,
Yanto, no try on field. We haven't got a clear grounding.
On field, no try, no clear grounding.
No,
Okay,
he doesn't seem as if he's happy with that. The man himself, Lee Rees.
It's knocked on in the field of play, Tom, so it's a scrum 5 white ball.
Okay, no, we'll come back for the advantage. No try.
And he knew it, didn't he, Phil? He was shaking his head. But good vision, good alertness there for back to that scrum. Llandovery dominant.
Standing up in the scrum.
Good little nudge, good weighted kick. Good foot race.
Check where that mark is for that scrum.
Yeah, one of 5 members of the Llandovery 23 today who won in 2016, the last time they won the Cup, beat Carmarthen Quins.
Okay, so cool.
It's Lee Rees, it's 342nd appearance.
Just where I am here.
For the Drovers, and that would have been his 81st try. What a servant he's been.
Right.
And had the Welsh Sevens experience as well. There's Craig Locke, he knows what they have to do. They have to get down there first, Merthyr.
We'll put Merthyr on the line, okay? What line is yours? Thank you.
There it was, a great little hack and hope from Lee Rees. And it's just have done with the ball rolling another metre. And the vagaries of the rugby ball. Knocked on by Llandovery. So a chance for Merthyr.
Not straight, we're catching it on the outside.
To at least get possession.
Scrum or line out? Scrum or line out? Scrum.
4 minutes to go.
That's correct, 4. Scrum. Okay.
There's the Merthyr coaches.
It was the other side, was the issue. We're outside.
Well, it's been another terrific afternoon of club rugby. Selecting Wanderers winning the Division 1 Cup. And then Bargoed taking the Championship Cup. Who's going to take the Premiership Cup? Merthyr win the scrum. A little bit of a wraparound move going on behind, but there's a long way to go for the Iron Men. And it's just a red and white wall at the moment they're facing. And there's no option but to boot the ball to try and just drill some territory. Harry Dole makes it over the halfway line. Less than 3 minutes to go.
Taken back inside.
Owen Hughes. Josh Lewis just overdoing it, overcooking. The idea was right. He was looking for a 50-22. And just overcooking it, and we'll come back for an attacking line-out for Llandovery.
Thank you. Thank you. No, we're still going. Let's go then, lads, please. Thank you. Lads, just take a step out. Red, take a step out.
Not up the jumper, they still give it air to the Drovers.
Tackle, release, knees down. No, 4. I got 9.
Less than 2 to go.
18, no.
Jack Jones, the skipper, he's been immense this afternoon for Llandovery, as is that man, Lee Rees. Craig Thomas, the prop.
Hughes.
Llandovery content.
No, ruck was formed. Use it now.
Just keep the ball.
Yes, it is. Ball is lifted. Anything there, mate? Okay, thank you.
Llandovery not happy with what was going on there. They were screaming for a penalty. They do get it for holding on against Craig Lock. And you would think that Owen Hughes will plonk this in the corner just to run down the clock and not give Merthyr any chance to get out. Taking all the time in the world, and that's a decent enough kick. 30 seconds for Llandovery to just hang on to this 2-point lead for a third Cup Final victory.
It'll come back up. We're about 30 seconds.
They won against Carmarthen Quins in 2016. They won against Cardiff in 2007. Is 2024 going to be their year? Another penalty coming. They know they've done it now. They might not need the penalty. Driving on they go. They're over the line. Almost. Well, they get it awarded in the corner. A bit of a free-for-all there.
We don't need that. Let me concentrate on this.
And some industrial language as well coming through on the effects mic. Apologies for that. And it's just getting a little bit shirty at the end, should we say. Right, we've got time off and we're going to the TMO.
I've got no try on field, we haven't got a ground in.
Field no try, checking ground in.
We haven't got a ground in, but you've got an advantage and it will be game up whatever happens.
So Llandovery know they're in the clear here, whatever happens.
Yeah,
Nathan Hart.
We don't need it, thank you.
The man who thought he got it. I'm not sure you can give that from a grounding.
There's no grounding, Tom.
No, thank you.
But
no
that
try will come back
will
for
be
the
that.
advantage for throwing across. Yes.
Llandovery will have the penalty.
So no try. No try. Penalty is here.
And a slightly anticlimactic end to a titanic struggle.
Penalty thrown across. If you tap and kick it out, we're done.
And it will be just a tap and kick it out. Owen Hughes. There goes the whistle, and Llandovery have won a pulsating cup final. Just 2 points in it, 2 tries apiece. It couldn't have been closer really, either on the play or on the scoreboard. There's Craig Lock, the dejected Merthyr man in his 8th cup final. But a terrific game that was in doubt right up until the last 2 or 3 minutes. And great to see the spirit existing at the end there. Just when it started to get a little bit punchy. And Llandovery get a third trophy. There's the Seren again, the star of the match. Stuart Worrell, the back rower. He was one of the survivors of the team that won in 2016, and he gets a second medal at the age of 32, and he gets the Player of the Game award as well. There's the final score. Merthyr 18, Llandovery 20.
Wel, am gêm, dyna i chi dyndra oedd yn y stadiwm fan hyn, a Llandovery yn ffeindio ffordd. Dyna'r fath o dîm i nhw efeloedd.
Ie, yn bendant o'n i'n clywed gan un o'r tîm y ffordd yn gynnar yn yr ail hanner beth oedd y negeseuon. O'n nhw'n dweud chwarae gêm ni, paid gadw nhw pwysau effeithio gormod, a o'n nhw'n hyderus i cario ymlaen chwarae fel o'n nhw. O'n i'n gallu dweud falle o'n nhw'n gorchwarae ar y hanner cyntaf. O'n i'n gweld elfennau o hwnna yn y ail hanner hefyd, ond maen nhw'n digon hyderus yn ei sgil bod mae'n mynd i dod off, a welson ni hwnna fyna, chwarae teg pob clod i nhw.
Ie, i ti, be oedd y gwaniaeth yn yr ail hanner yna?
Fi'n credu sut dath Llandovery allan. O'n nhw wedi dod allan ail hanner a cymryd y cyfleoedd nhw, ond wedyn, ti'n gwybod, falle pennau, dwy tîm yn fynd bach, ond yn wedig y chwyr yn Merthyr, ond wedi ffeindio ffordd, dyna'n tîm special, ond nawr maen nhw gyda siawnt i ennill y lig a hefyd y cwpan, ond ie, o'n nhw wedi cymryd cyfleoedd yn ail hanner a dod allan ar ôl yr egwyl yn dda.
Wel, ni'n gallu cael peth ymateb nawr. Mae Seren y gêm, Stuart Worrell gyda Laura.
Stuart, congratulations. Another tight contest in a knockout game against Merthyr. Beat them by 3 points in the semi last year, but today, to beat them in a final in such fashion, what does it mean?
Oh, it was a really tough game, to be honest. Credit to Merthyr. They made it very difficult for us. Just glad that we stuck in there, and you know, having a crowd like it was, it really spurred us on to win the match in the end.
And I guess the minute you win that semi, you immediately start thinking about the fans and what kind of day this is for the club, because they were wild up there this evening.
Oh yeah, it's massive, to be honest. I stayed last night in Cardiff, and walking through to our team meeting earlier, there was loads of Llandovery fans, and it really means a lot to the community and to the club. And yeah, just so chuffed that we did it for them, really.
And of course you'll be celebrating this tonight, but the League Cup double is on for this team, which is quite something. Like, how special is this group of boys and everything you're achieving?
I think it's my 8th season now, and literally, like, we've gone from strength to strength to strength each year, and the group of boys we've got now is something special. So yeah, I think we've got to take each game as it comes now, and hopefully, you know, you never know, double is on.
Go and join your teammates, and then please go and spend some time with those fans. They're loving every minute. Thank you.
Ie, hyfryd i glywed gan Stuart Worrell fyna. Beth am ni siarad gyda Lee Rhys, mewnwr Llandovery. Wy'n gobeithio, Lee, bod ti'n gallu'n clywed i?
Ie, fi'n gallu clywed ti.
Gwych, wel yn gyntaf, llongyfarchiadau, a da iawn am ddod â chi'n nôl mewn i'r gêm yn ystod yr ail hanner. Siwt dimlad yw i dod fan hyn unwaith eto i ennill y cwpa yma?
Mae'n rhoi clod i Merthyr iddyn nhw chwarae dda, nhw'n neud yn dda yn y breakdown, so fe'n galed, ond fair play i'r boys, so ni'n cael fel tyw fach o off-day, but honest, ond i ennill y gêm of good cymeriad yn y diwedd.
Ie, yr ail hanner yna, 2 gais gan Taylor Davies yn dod â chi nôl mewn iddi. Be oedd y negeseuon ar yr hanner?
Oedd y negeseuon eitha syml i bod honest. Oedd dim rhaid panic i bod honest, achos fi'n gwybod y boys yn ffit, y ffitrwydd boys yn dda, so yn y gwybod os ti'n sgori nesaf, bydd popeth yn iawn. So na beth nawn ni, a mod clod i'r boys of nhw'n arbennig i dod nôl mewn i'r gêm.
Chi'n mynd am y dwbl hefyd, pryd fyddwch chi'n dechrau meddwl am hwnna, neu chi ddim yn meddwl am hwnna nawr, dathlu heno sy'n bwysig?
Tathlu heno nawr yn Caerdydd, so fi fy'n nos yn dawel sy'n fod, ond edrych mlaen am y gêmau nesaf, a trial bod yn gyntaf ar y tabl i diwedd i cael home semis a final gobeithio.
Be ti'n gweithio ni i gadw draw o Gaerdydd heno, ie? Mae pobl Llandovery yn licio partio?
O, bydd fi'n parti yn eitha dda heno i credu.
Ti'n gwenu o glist i glist. Faint o ddathlu fydd na yng nghlwb rygbi Llandovery heno, ti'n meddwl?
Bydd neb ar ôl yn Llandovery bros, bydd pawb yma fi credu, so gobeithio bydd Caerdydd yn special iawn heno, a diwch Llandovery heno.
dyna ni. Diolch yn fawr iawn I ti, Lee. Ni'n gwerthfawrogi'r amser. Di cer nôl at y tîm a cer I ddathlu y llongyfarchiadau.
Diolch yn fawr, thank you. Diolch.
A ddath e'n agos iawn at gael cais hefyd yn do, fydde wedi stelio'r fuddugoliaeth a gwneud y sgôr yn well, ond Llandovery sy'n mynd â hi. Gair bach am Merthyr, achos dyn nhw ddim yn mynd I fod yn rhan o'r gystadleuaeth newydd, y gystadleuaeth domestic elite newydd y tymor nesaf. Faint o golled yw hynny pan mae rhywun yn gweld perfformiad fel na ganddyn nhw?
Ia, I fod yn onest, o'n i'n deall rili y reswm a dros y lig newydd falle datblygu chwaraewyr ifanc, ond mae hynna'n digwydd yn y Prem byth bynnag, felly fel wedys I, mae pobl yn y llefydd mawr wedi gwneud canolbwyniadau, yn amlwg mae yna reswm a dros nhw, fi ddim yn mynd I deall, ond ie, mae'n golled mawr I dim cael tîm fel hyn, oherwydd mae nhw'n tîm hanesyddol hefyd, yn debyg bydd fel sy'n gyda Pontypool, ddim yn y Premiership, yn y Championship, oedd yna'n siom yr un peth, tîm hanesyddol, be mae'r lefel uchaf, felly mae fe yn drist a mae fe yn golled, ond dwi'n meddwl mae Merthyr wedi dangos, real account da I hunain heddiw.
Ti'n cytuno, Sioned?
Maen nhw wedi profi pwynt heno. Falle gêm, sy'n ni'n gwybod beth rhaid fod nhw edrych fel, ond nhw'n profi pwynt. So nhw wedi cael y season gorau nhw, tymor gorau nhw, ond gall y gêm hwnna wedi mynd un y ffordd ac o'n ni gyda gêm Cup Final, neb fan hyn fi'n credu bod y 2 pwynt mynd I fod mewn y heno, ond da iawn I Merthyr, oherwydd o fi'n meddwl oedd am diffyn nhw yn arbennig o dda, oedd rhaid I Llandovery really gweithio a mae'n ceisau heno.
Maen nhw wedi cael eu heriau hefyd, achos does dim prif y ffordd o'r parhaol gyda nhw ar hyn o bryd, os e?
Ie, wrth gwrs, a gyda'r rygbi, fel ni sôn am Merthyr falle'n stryglo'n ddiweddar, ond ddim stryglo'n dim ar y lefel o nhw arni o gynt, a clws ni wedyn Liris yn dweud bod mae profiad newydd clicio gyda Llandovery, ond credu di Merthyr fel wedodd Liris yn gwneud mes o'r ardal y dacl, a dyna lle mae Liris yn syrenu a Llandovery yn ticio, felly oedd Merthyr yn dod gyda game plan a oedd nhw'n executio fel yn dda, bys o'n i'n dweud, a fel wedodd Siwan allai fod I mynd naill ffordd.
Ni'n mynd I fynd nôl at ein tîmau sylwebu ni, achos wi'n meddwl bod Llandovery yn barod I godi'r cwpan.
Welcome back to the English language commentary. That's John Manders, a former Newport second row, Old Castilian second row, member of the Welsh Rugby Union board, presenting the medals. And those are the joyous Llandovery fans. Lovely to see so many youngsters as well. They brought a few buses of the mini and junior section to Cardiff today. And there's their bunch of heroes. The victorious captain Jack Jones, who receives the famous trophy, first played for in 1972 when Neath beat Llanelli. It was the major trophy during the amateur years of Welsh rugby. And there's the man himself, Jack Jones. Terry Cobner, the president of the Welsh Rugby Union, the former Wales and Lions back row, presents the trophy to Jack Jones. And this is the moment, and whatever level of sport, whatever level of rugby you play, these are the moments you play for. Jack Jones lifts the trophy for Llandovery, who will now go in pursuit of a double. And that one's for the fans. Great scenes. Club rugby's day in the limelight here at Principality Stadium. And that's what it's all about. The fans, old and young alike. Great scenes. Congratulations to Llandovery.
Mae'r dathlu yn mynd I barhau am oriau wedyn ni. Mae pawb yn mwynhau hynny. Mas draw fan hyn yn y stadiwm, y cefnogwyr, a dyna I chi'r dathlu. Dyna be mae'n I olygu chwaraewyr Llandovery I ennill fan hyn am trydydd tro. Be fyddwn ni yn cael mwy o ymateb wedi'r ego. Dewch nôl ato ni ymhen rhyw 2 funud. Croeso nôl ato ni i'r Principality. Ni wedi cael tipyn o ddiwrnod fan hyn. Mae'n swnllyd iawn achos mae Llandovery newydd giro Merthyr yn rownd derfynol cwpan yr uwchgyngred o 18-20. Cyn hynny, wel, cwpan y bencampwriaeth bargoed yn mynd â hi yn erbyn y Strytronda, a chyn hynny, oedd hi'n agos iawn rhwng Crwydred Llanelli a Glynedd yn cwpan adran 1, ond Crwydred Llanelli yn mynd â hi. Wel, ni'n cael peth cwmni fan hyn yn y studio Eros Evans. Hyfforddwr hapus iawn byddwn ni'n meddwl, digon fodlon ni fyd ar canlyniad na.
Hapus y canlyniad, pob clod i Merthyr, wnaethon ni'n galed iawn yn ei sgori. Rhaid ni really dug deep yn y diwedd na i cael y buddigoliaeth na.
Ie, tipyn o gymeriad achos, chwarae teg i Merthyr, fel o ti'n sôn, wnaethon nhw ddod mas, tan yn ei boliau nhw, a chydig o awch, a wneud pethau'n anodd iawn i chi.
Ie, yn gwmws, wnaeth ar yngypiad na, cymeryd bach yn wynt mas ni hefyd, ond y tîm dda ffind y ffordd i ennill, yna beth wnaethon ni iddi.
Be oedd y negeseuon te ar yn hanner? Be oedd yn cael ei weid yn y stafell newid na?
Ie, just dim i panic o rili mewn ffordd. O'n i'n siomedig yr hanner gynta, ond o'n i'n digon o derys os ni'n cael digon o bil yn yr ail enner bydd y ceisio'n dod.
Ydw i'n cael sôn am y dwbl eto, neu di'n rhy gynnar i wneud hynny?
O, lot rhy gynnar, mae lot o rygbi ware cyn y play-offs. Lot o tîm y dda yn nghanol so ni'n hapus iawn ni'n cael y trws gynta a disgwyl mlaen i ymladd y gweddiau o'r tymor.
Oedd Lloyd Lewis, sy'n chwarae gas newydd wrth gwrs, yn gweithio ni, wel, ni'n ail ar hyn o bryd, o'n ni'n meddwl falle bod na gyfle, ni'n meddwl taw ail fyddwn ni'n gorffen achos bod Llandovery, maen nhw mor gyson yn ei chwarae nhw.
Ie, ni'n gobeithio na'r nod i diwedd y tymor i ennill bob gêm. Dim gêm yn rwydd, ond na'r nod i gorffen ar brig y tabl.
Taylor Davies, mae wedi bod mor bwysig i chi yn ystod y tymor, prif sgoriwr y gyngred, a nawr mor bwysig i chi yn ystod y gystadleuaeth yma.
Na, yn gwmws, oedd yna moment bwysig yn y gêm yma, mynd drosto fyna a creu cyfle ni ennill y gêm yma.
Ie, ni'n tueddu gweld chi'n chwarae mwy agored, ond sgwrwch chi doi gais o sgarmesu symudol iddi, ti'n bod yn mwyn bles o hwnna?
Na, hapus iawn, mae cybwysedd y tîm ni, mae rhaid i cael cybwysedd i ennill pethau, wnaeth i dangos hwnna iddi.
A Johan Hughes, brawd Steff yn chwarae ran gyda'r gigda ar y diwedd hefyd?
Yn gwmws, mae Hughes yn creuwr arbennig, mae wedi bod yn sereni yn ei am blynydde nawr.
Ydyn ni'n dathlu heno te, beth sy'n digwydd? Cyrdydd, ni'n clywed?
Bydd ni'n nghanol popeth hyn, o siwr o fod.
O, sa'n beo chi, sa'n beo chi. Wel, ni'n mynd i ddangos yr eiliad, wnaethoch chi godi'r cwpan unwaith eto. Dyma be mae'n ei olygu'r clwb. Dyma be mae'n ei olygu'r capten hefyd, fel o'n i'n dweud. Cenedlaethau o'i deulu fe wedi ennill o'r blaen. Beth am i ni glywed te gan aelod o dîm Merthyr, Craig Lock?
Craig, you've been on both ends of these results, your 8th cup final. I imagine it doesn't get any easier.
No, that was a tough one to swallow, to be honest. Llandovery played some great stuff, and there was key moments in that game which we thought if they stuck the hand we probably would come up with a win. We were confident. I know a lot of people wrote us off going into this cup final, but yeah, it was a tough one to swallow, and all credit to the boys. It was a tremendous game, just small margins in that game, which if they went our way we would be the winners, but like I said, all the best to Llandovery, deserved that in the end.
How proud are you of the performance? I spoke to your coaches at half-time. They said you wanted to be in it with 10 minutes on the clock, and you were. So, in many ways, a lot went to plan.
Yeah, a lot of things went to plan. I think it was just one key moment, probably over in the 22, which if that line-out stuck, we got a lot of pressure and a lot of results off the driving line-out. So if that one stuck, we probably, well, should imagine we would have went over, but that didn't stuck. There was a penalty against us, and we backed them near the end of the field then. So, yeah, it was a tough one, but I'm proud of the boys. Yeah, tremendous, honestly. Just a tough one on the 8th final to swallow.
Go and see your kids. Thanks for your time.
Cheers.
Ie, y siom yn amlwg fyna ar wyneb Craig Lock. Steff, fi eisiau gwybod beth ti wedi gweud wrth y brawd, ti wedi cael gair dy fe?
Sa wedi gweld y to. Fi'n siŵr byddai'n bles iawn mor y teg i nhw fel tîm. Fi'n gwybod pa mor agos yn nhw i gyd fel chwaraewyr, a fi'n siŵr gawn nhw noswaith arbennig yno. Ie,
chwarae rhif 10 wrth gwrs i Llandovery. Lloyd, o'n i'n gweud o ran y gyngred, ti wario gas newydd. Chi sydd ar y brig ar un o bryd, chi'n mynd nôl ymlaen, chi a Llandovery, ond wyt ti'n teimlo taw nhw yw'r ffefrynnau a bod na berfformiadau fydd yn sicrhau dwbl cynta erioed iddyn nhw?
Ni'n gobeithio bod yn y final dan nhw, ond fi'n meddwl o ran y gemau sydd dan nhw ar ôl, na pob parch yn tîmau arall, ond fi'n meddwl allan lot sydd gyd, nhw mae gadw nhw gêm ychwanegol i ni, felly ie, fi'n tybio mae'n mynd i gorffen Llandovery gyntaf ni nael, a fi jyst yn rili gobeithio bod ni'n cwrdd yn y final, hefyd fi'n siŵr bydd hwnna'n gêm anhygoel.
O, edrych mlaen ar gyfer y gêm nawr sydd wedi'n digwydd. Siwand argraffiadau di Llandovery, maen nhw wedi bod mor gyson, mae'n heiddi falle bod nhw yn codi'r cwpa yna?
Ie, maen nhw heiddi sut maen nhw wedi perfformio trwy gydol y tymor, ond hefyd, fel dweud o Steff, sut maen nhw wedi newid y gêm, sgori trwy 2 cais yn y blaenwyr, hwnna wedi ennill y gêm iddyn nhw, so maen nhw'n gallu newid sut maen nhw'n chwarae hefyd. So mae hwnna'n neud creu tîm peryglis iawn, so maen nhw heiddi fe heno.
Wel, dyna ni. Ni wedi dod i ddiwedd yn shifft a chwarae teg, mae rai o'n chi wedi rhoi tipyn o shifft mewn, ond mae rygbi yn parhau nos iau, Cwins Cyfyrddin yn erbyn Glyn Ebwy, pidwch anghofio am y gêm yna, ond ni'n mynd i orwedd lawr, neu falle newn ni ymuno'r dathlu gyda Llandovery. Pam lai, diolch am eich cwmni, nos da.
Rwydan Llanegin dod i ffwrdd gyda'r bêl dain erbyn un ar rasged. I'r ochr bella nôl sy'n mewn i Nick Gale, a mae'r crwydraid am groesi. Am gais gyntaf y gêm, mae'r crwydriaid wedi dod i Gaerdydd a wedi cipio cwpan adran un. Margoed gyda Ashley Norton yn taro nôl, gais yw hi, Ashley Norton, 1, 2, 3, ffwrdd â ni, a dyna ni, Margoed yn dinistrio ystod Rhondda. Yw'r lefgor wedi cael ei rhynggypio. Gais hawdd yn erbyn llif y chwarae y porthwyn yn hyrddiol fan hyn tuag at y lein. A mae yna gais yn mynd i ddod. O, dadlwytho'n hyfryd. Nôl ar y tu fewn. Lloyd Rowland. Taylor Davies, a mae yn hwylo am un arall fan hyn. A mae wedi cyrraedd hefyd. Mae wedi bod yn frwydr a hanner yn y Principality.